Taylor Watch. Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to ya. Happy Thursday to ya.
I love doing that
I thought
song.
we were gonna go for like a different melody.
I thought so too because we already did that one.
Yeah.
But it felt effortless.
It comes natural.
Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday, dear Swifties. Happy Thursday to you. And many more.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. Look at
Wow.
us. I have chills from our own singing.
Yeah.
I love
if I
having
was
chills
listening
from
to that
singing.
in my ear, I'd be like, shit, yeah, it is a happy Thursday.
It
to
is a
me.
happy Thursday. And if
Yeah.
it's anybody's birthday, just slide your name in there.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
you're a Swiftie anyway, so it all makes sense. But happy Thursday. You might see, if you're watching on YouTube, you might get a little confused because we are recording this on a Wednesday pre-VMAs, but we will have VMAs coverage later in this episode. We'll just be wearing different outfits.
Yeah.
So don't be confused and stick around for that. First, though, obviously, after our last episode, just in time.
Yep.
For the debate to be happening, Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, Taylor Swift lays the endorsement out. 27 minutes after the conclusion.
I honestly
or something.
didn't even realize that the debate was coming out the day the day that episode dropped. So
yeah, I honestly didn't either. Well,
the timing is
we
just
knew,
too
but not
funny.
really. Yeah, the timing is hilarious. Like I knew it was coming because we knew the VMAs are moving, but you pointed out something to me earlier. That we didn't do our research on, which was at what point actually did Taylor endorse Biden last year? And it turns out it was the exact same time. It was right after the debate.
Right after the debate.
But the debate, I guess, was later in the season.
Yeah.
It wasn't like as early as
I think it was like
now.
a week later or something, 2 weeks later.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we had just, she gave so many signs. If we had just followed the signs, everybody could have maybe saved themselves a lot of fucking grief online and chilled the fuck out. But
yeah, I think people were
I'm relieved.
confused with maybe what I was trying to say in the fact of like celebrities and like political beliefs. Like I never
confused why?
No, I just see some comments like being like, you guys were wrong, like whatever, like she just endorsed Kamala, you guys are wrong. We never said,
in retrospect.
Yeah, like we never said that she shouldn't or like
No, I think we said the opposite. In fact, we said there's plenty of time left, and she still might. But don't like bring your torches and pitchforks
if she doesn't.
asking for it. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And if she doesn't, but I think you specifically said like there's still time for her to do it, and we both said like she goes close to the election. She she's a thoughtful person. Maybe we didn't lay it out so specifically, but yes, I think that there was always going to be a time where she said something, whether she was going to be as vocal or whatever about it is one thing, but. Never in my head did I think she was going to start like campaigning and performing and going. People thought she was going to show up at the DNC. I thought that was crazy, and obviously she didn't. But this makes complete sense, and I think shall we read her statement in full?
And I think honestly what her statement said, I think reflected honestly a lot about what we said. Just being like, you need to research.
Yes.
You need to do your own like education and figure out where your thoughts align. And I still stand by the fact that like I don't think celebrities should be like your number one political advice giver or whatever, or like political correspondent.
Yeah.
But she really says that in the caption.
Yeah, so here's the caption in total. Alongside a photo of her and Benji from her Time Person of the Year shoot, which an unreleased photo, by the way, looking beautiful. Someone said that she never released this photo because Benji ate her up.
That's funny. He does look really cute.
Really serving. Yeah. And his eyes look more blue. Okay. She says, like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and take the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country. Recently, I was made aware that AI of me, quote, falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. It really conjured up my fears around AI, which we of course know that she has a lot of those, and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. Facts, girl. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala because she fights for the rights and the causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos. Love that. I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing up for LGBTQ plus rights, IVF, and women's right to her own body for decades. Yes. I've done my research and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do and the choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to first-time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it's much easier to vote early. I'll link where to register and find early voting dates and info in my story. With love and hope, Taylor Swift, Childless Cat Lady.
I love that she
we knew that was going to happen.
Childless Cat Lady, so cute.
I don't know how anybody thought like she was never going to... Like when JD Vance was calling people childless cat ladies at one point, I like in my head I was like, Taylor Swift will use that somewhere.
Yeah,
like that's she has to use that.
Yeah.
Like, that is her. That's her whole thing. And I just think that was a great way to say,
perfect.
Like, do your research, get out there and vote, find out what's important to you. Like that's basically what we were saying. Like
it was very eloquently written. I feel like, and it was very much the fact of like, here's why I'm not preachy at all. Like here's why I'm voting for Kamala. Here's why I like Tim Walz. And like what you said, I've done my research and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do, and the choice is yours to make.
Yep.
She's not like, you need to vote for Kamala and you need to do it now.
No.
She's still very much like, register to vote, like voting is your right. And that's kind of what we said, like research, educate yourself. And if you're reading Taylor Swift's caption and you're thinking, like I align with those ways, then that brings you to reading about Kamala, reading about Tim Walz, and seeing if you align that way. And I like the way that she went about it. No pressure, you know, very calm and calm, not chaos.
Especially, I love that calm, not chaos, because that is the Trump administration, like runs on chaos, and that's just kind of how that goes. But I think that the inclusion of the multiple times do your own research, whatever, blah, blah. I think that is really the main takeaway, is that if you are going to be voting in an election, if you're going to be voting for, in your states, I think that's also, people are forgetting, like, the president is president.
Yeah, but you also have to know what's going on.
Things.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
what I'm saying.
I
don't have to
the
vote.
first time I ever voted, I was like, who
line.
the fuck are these people? There's a lot of other people you vote for.
A lot of shit you got to think about. And you don't have to vote, it's not like, if you vote for Kamala, that's how you vote for every single issue. Like it's not, it's very, very nuanced. And I think that is something that's important for people to know. And if you don't already know, which I would hope you would if you were interested in something like this. But I think that, again, promoting the idea of doing your own research and just being an adult about these kind of things, like really thinking about how world issues affect your day to day, and if some things don't affect you day to day, then those aren't the things that are top of mind. But if some things do, then they are. And so whatever's important to you is what's important to you. And she laid it out perfectly. Yeah. And in addition to that, let Kamala's exit music, after she gave her speech to her team and her supporters outside of the debate, her walkout song to leave was "The Man" by Taylor Swift. Love it. And then also right on sale quickly within 2 seconds, Harris Walz friendship bracelets as well. So I think that clearly, this is in the works. It's planned. Like, I'm sure she said, like, hey, this is coming at some point, or like, where I stand. She's previously endorsed, obviously endorsed Joe Biden. She endorsed Kamala when she was running alongside Joe. So I think it was kind of assumed that it was going to happen. And I think that like all these other plans are in the works. I'm sure there was a conversation about using Taylor's song and being able to do the friendship bracelet thing with an "Are you ready for it?" tag on it to release at the same time as Taylor's words. But again, if I have gathered anything from the debate, besides the like absurdity of most of it, it's that Kamala's marketing team is the best marketing team in the world right now. They're crushing it. And again, that is what it is. Like, you have to remember, like, both of these teams, they're in a marketing war right now. Who can get more people, and who can sound better and look better and do the right things. And Kamala's crushing it. Like, they're having her do all the right things.
Whoever's running like her TikTok HQ is so fucking
hilarious.
Funny. Like, they post the funniest stuff.
Right.
But yeah, no, I
it's just good planning.
Yeah. Like, and we said, on Tuesday, like, just put 2 and 2 together. Like,
yeah,
she's shown all the signs. You know, she spoke about it before. I feel like there was this impatient need for her to speak on something because, you know, she was hanging out with Britney, so everyone was like, what the fuck's going on, whatever. So I felt like that added kind of like a pressure of everyone being like, well, is she gonna say something or is she not? And people are coming after her, and it's
people
like,
are vultures. They're fucking, you know, and everyone just wants to jump at the chance. And even more, Gia, like, since we spoke about it the other day, after seeing like the rest of it unfold until this announcement, I think more than ever that like a lot of the discourse around Taylor and the hate around Taylor is started by people that aren't actually fans. Like, I really, really think that, like, people are masquerading as a fan to, like, and be like, I'm a fan and this is so fucked up. Like, I've just never seen behavior like this.
Yeah.
And obviously Stan Twitter is out of control, and it's not the reality of the world. Like, I feel like I say that every time we talk about Stan Twitter. Like, obviously we bring it up sometimes because we want to dispel bullshit that people are saying, but I really worry that people think that they see these things and they think it's true. It is not how the world operates, and it's not real life. And all those people, like, a lot of those people are children, and they don't know what they're talking about, and they're just riling people up online. And I think that this one just got so far out of hand because major fucking news outlets keep picking up. Like, when are they going to learn that Stan Twitter is fake? Like,
I know.
When are they? Oh, God, I'm always scared to death when someone opens the door.
It's just like, look at the fucking schedule.
I know, it's crazy.
So
it's
annoying.
crazy. God, it scares me to death. But for real, like, when are these outlets going to stop? Like, it's all for clicks. Like, that's the thing is these you know, articles or whatever are all for clicks. And so they see the trends because it's crazy people on Stan Twitter, and then they start writing articles about it because it's like, you know, it's a paycheck for them. And it's the same thing about same thing before I forget about the tweets. Like, people will tweet these outraged thoughts, feelings, whatever, because you get paid on tweets now. Like, people forget that. Like, if you have a viral tweet, you're making money off it. Yeah. And so people are just trying to tweet outrage and tweet things that they know that that'll get people going and all this bullshit because they're making money off it. So it doesn't matter what they're saying or what they're doing. They just, you know, a lot of people run on there and they don't have a moral compass, and they want to tweet some bullshit. And that's just like, it's exhausting. It's exhausting.
And they'll find something to attack her for later, but, you know, I am glad.
Well, it's already happening. Everyone's like, the timing. Oh, really?
Course.
Bullying works. You know,
like,
it's like, no.
And it's so clear
idiots.
that, like, she didn't write that in like an hour. You know, like
27 minutes. Like, no, it's not a thing.
I do feel like at this point, you know, fans are just never never happy. People on Twitter. People that
haters
people that are aware of Taylor Swift are just never happy with whatever she's doing, and it's just so annoying. But, like, you know what? I am very happy. I'm happy she endorsed Kamala. I feel like it's a weight off the shoulders of everyone, like, talking about will she, won't she, will she, won't she.
For sure. I'm excited just because now we don't have to talk about it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to deal
And I
with
was
it.
a little concerned, like, and I brought this up yesterday, or I brought this up last episode, just being like, you know, she was so vocal about being in politics, and, you know, she's been a little quiet. She was with Brittany Mahomes. Personally, I just was like, I never thought she changed views. I never was like, she needs to speak on this, whatever. But I was just like, interesting. Like
what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah.
Just because, like, obviously you can be friends, fair. But I was just like, I just was curious to what the tea was, what the vibe was.
I think
so
very
it's
much
nice to know that even though, you know, she was with Britney, it doesn't change anything. And again, we reiterated, you can be friends with people on all parts of the spectrum. It doesn't matter where you align politically. You can still be friends with someone.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess I just was like, especially after the Britney, like, really doubling down. Yeah. I was just like, but I never was like, she needs to talk, you know.
I think the thoughts of, like, is an okay thought to have. I think I was more like not thinking because of, like, everything that's been going on. And, like, again, just how big of a person she is right now. Like, it's just, you know, and even today, like, everyone says it's the #1 news thing today. It's all anybody's talking about. Everybody, Rachel Maddow, like, broke the news to Tim Walz live. Like, every single reporter, it's like, breaking news.
Did
this
you
just
see,
in, like, you know,
during when Kamala had her, like, after party, whatever, she was, like, talking and someone yelled, "Taylor Swift just endorsed you."
Yes, yeah, like that's
like Paul Revere.
Yeah, literally Paul Revere. It's so funny, like that, and that's like I'm laughing at those things because these are, you know, I love the show Veep, and everybody wants to like be like Veep isn't real life, but you know, watch Veep and then tell me that. It's just like it's so funny how like politics work and how things work and how it's just one big machine, and like this endorsement meant a lot for you know the Democratic Party. It meant a lot for them, you know. Credit wise, I guess I should say, like it gives them a backing that they were hoping for, and so you know everybody's fine. It's not a surprise at all, and hopefully now everybody can shut the fuck up about it. It's just like enough is enough. Leave her alone now. She's in her peace, and that's how it's gonna be. But what was I gonna say? Also, I love the use of the man, and I was hoping that at some point that song could work its way in because it's so perfect for, you know, a woman running for president. Like it's a
so
great
perfect.
song for that.
It really is. Yeah, I don't know.
Good shit.
It's nice to just be reassured. Like, okay, she's like.
It can feel empowering. Yeah,
it does feel empowering, and like I appreciate her speaking, you know, telling people to vote and telling people to do their research. Like,
for sure,
it's one thing for a celebrity to just be like, here, I'm endorsing blah blah blah, but like she really like laid in the fact that like you need to educate yourself, you need to here's the reasons why, and I appreciate that, and yeah, I don't know, it just it's just funny to me to think that like after watching that debate, she was just like, holy fuck, like
like now's the time.
I gotta let it rip because
PM,
what the hell did I just watch?
It's gotta come out, dude. I mean, I'm not like I said, I tune in to politics when the stakes are high and it's an election year and we're obviously talking about it all the time. I would never be having these conversations otherwise. I don't give a fuck usually because it's just too, you know, it's too heated. The block is always too hot to talk about politics, I think. But when it comes to this debate, the stuff, like I took an edible, ready to settle in, like watch it, maybe chuckle a little bit, watch them go back and forth, bicker, lie, whatever, as they always do. And it's like, I don't even know, like if Kamala was like skating over stuff and kind of like, you know, bullshitting her way through some answers, like sure, both of them did that, but Trump being like, they're ripping babies limb from limb after they're born, and
he said they're executing
them
babies,
multiple times. Said executing, ripping their arms off. He said literally, and then that to me, it's like I don't care. I that is me putting the economy on the back burner. Like I'd rather put the economy on the back burner than run around thinking that people in this world think that that's true. It's like, oh no, we can't have that. We'll fix the economy in 4 more years. Like we gotta fix this right now.
And now
like,
people legitimately think that people in Springfield are eating dogs and cats.
You know what I want so bad are like the people of Springfield to come to speak out and be like, hey, everything's fine
guys,
here, by the way.
We're out to dinner, like we're eating steak, like
everything's
I swear
fine.
it's not
dog.
like
we're eating cows and chickens like everyone else. Like nobody's eating dogs and cats. They're eating the pets. They're eating your dogs. They're eating your cat.
They're eating your dogs. They're eating the cats.
Like it's a freak show.
Millions
it's an absolute
millions
freak
of
show.
Dogs. They're doing transgender surgeries on
illegal aliens in the jails. In the jails. Nancy Pelosi's doing it, which I don't like Nancy Pelosi. I hate that bitch.
I don't like Nancy Pelosi
but that's
either,
a funny,
but
like that's funny.
just,
like
it's
crazy.
It was he really seemed like even more off his rocker a little bit.
Absolutely.
Like he's usually a little off his rocker.
Well, she made fun of his rallies. She made fun of his rallies, which I really do think like people are making those jokes, being like, "Oh, she insulted."
No, you can
whatever.
tell.
You
he
can
like
see it.
Was rattled as fuck. She was like, "Your rallies are boring, and that no one goes." And he was like,
"No, literally, he was like anger from the
My
inside
rallies
out."
Are the best. Millions of people go. Millions.
They're the best rallies. Everyone loves these rallies. They're the best. They're not boring at all. It's like, dude. I don't know. Like it became like high comedy. I was like, this is insane. But I can't lie and say that my fears aren't greater when it comes to people, impressionable idiots, hearing we're ripping arms off freshly newborn babies.
People like legitimately believe that.
Like I can't have that.
That women are just carrying a baby to 9 months and be like, actually, fuck it, I don't want this baby anymore.
I don't want it. Letting it being born and sitting around and I'm okay. You should
actually
just
execute this baby.
Yeah, execute this baby. Rip its arms off. Like it's what? Like I thought I was hallucinating. Like that again. I took the edible. I was like, this can't be happening right now. And it just sounds so foolish. Like it's just such
and it's also just like so disrespectful to women that have gone on abortion.
No, it's awful.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It is
just
so.
like, you're just painting them to be like, yeah.
I loved the the female moderator. I don't know her name. I was too focused on David Muir, hottie hot, but like
mama,
who's so hot. But like the female moderator also was just like serving cunt. I loved it.
There's no states.
There's actually no state where killing a child is legal. I was like, yes, girls, speak on it. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I mean, I understand.
It was interesting.
I understand people's frustrations when it comes to like, you know, money stuff, war stuff. I don't know much about those things, but the important issue to me is the glaringly obvious lies about like surrounding abortion and IVF and all those things as a woman. So I care. Sorry, I'm a woman. I care about the woman stuff.
He's the best at fertilization.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the best at fertilization. It's like, are you? I mean, I guess you have like 100 kids, so it's like, sure. Like,
Please
it's just
don't ever say you're the best at fertilizing.
It's just so crazy. Like, I don't know. I worry about I was saying this. I was up until like literally 6 a.m, like watching. You know how sometimes you get caught. I could not sleep.
I could not stop scrolling Twitter. It's just
couldn't
so
stop
funny.
scrolling Twitter, and I was like worrying about the state of the world and like watching videos of 9/11. It's 9/11 right now. Never forget. And I'm just like watching this stuff, and I'm like so concerned. And my concern really is I hope that people are not that stupid. Like, that's just what I pray. I pray that nobody is that dumb.
To do what?
To like believe that kind of shit. Like, just to believe, like,
open the schools.
It sounds like a joke. Like, we know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I want to like shake people and be like, you know that, right? Like, I understand you want to make your money,
you would think,
and you care about your taxes. Me too, bitch. But like, this.
Yeah.
Come on. It's just crazy.
It's crazy town, USA.
Thank God that's over. Rumors are, everybody's talking about the moderators, 3 against 1, taking sides, whatever. Then I guess everyone was like, Kamala offered to do another debate on Fox. Trump said no. I saw that somewhere today.
Yeah.
So, it's like, hopefully we won't hear anything more from these two on a public stage until the election.
Yeah.
And that's that.
That's that on the debate. Yeah, I just feel like
that's talking politics on Taylor Watch.
And that's politics watch, people.
And that's
your two
election watch.
From your 2 favorite political correspondents down at Barstool Sports.
From the most well-informed women in the building.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you. I've done a lot.
We're actually going to be the next Imagine we're the next moderators.
Oh my God, I would love to be a moderator. I'd be like,
Kamala, what's your favorite song off Brat?
Yeah.
Name 3 songs.
Name 3 songs off Brat.
Yeah.
If you're Kamala, everyone said that you were having a Brat summer. Really? Name 3 songs off Brat. Like, Donald, your wig was blowing in the wind the other day. Are you going to use glue in the future to keep it down?
Donald, when you get a spray tan, are you getting Venetian or are you?
Donald,
what is your color choice?
Are you aware that the spray tanner you use for your face is different than the ones you use on your hands? Because we're aware.
Many girls between the ages of 16 and 25 have experienced the difference between their faces and hands being different due to bronzer. Have you experienced this?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on stopping this phenomenon? Are we going to make spray tan formulas better again? Yeah. I could sign up for that.
And listen, that's the hard-hitting questions.
Those are the hard-hitting questions. Yeah. Kamala, how soon do you get a blowout before these public events? Because your hair is looking great.
Her hair was looking fabulous.
Yeah, her makeup too. She's crushing it. But yeah, so that's all that. Big night, exciting stuff. And yeah, this is the world, the way of the world we're living in.
Some more exciting things.
All those things aside, let's focus on what's important today.
Hear ye. The coronation of the draft queens has taken place in New York City, New York, on the day of September 10th.
11th.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I forgot.
Gia, can you stop forgetting? Gia's been so disrespectful and has forgotten the date twice today.
And they say never forget.
And what do I keep doing? Yeah, sorry, we're making never forget jokes.
September 11th, the 2 queens have declared that they will be reinstating new laws for the benefit of the kingdom.
The laws are as such to do with the game of football.
Yes.
Americano.
We are
for our European listeners.
Regime Spanish. I was gonna say patriarchy. What's matriarchy? What's it called?
Monarchy.
Monarchy. Yeah. We're a
Spanish
monarchy.
Yeah. Football Americano. Yes. Draft Queens is
Draft Queens
back.
are back.
Woo, 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 woo. We talked a little bit about it the other day, but obviously we are over the moon thrilled with how our parlay went last week. We're just like, I'll be honest with you.
We're kind of the talk of the town.
We're the talk of the town.
Yeah.
And we're about to tell you our next upcoming parlay. It's going to be an all Sunday parlay, 3 different things going on Sunday. So we decided like having people watch football 3 days in a row last week like was a little, that's asking a lot.
It is asking a lot.
And it was fun, and we did win, and we were fabulous. And so we feel that we can bring that same energy all to a Sunday. And so we have 3 new choices, and we also were kind of talking about them in the office. I was going to say a second ago, I have a lot of fun like thinking of reasons why we're going to pick these things, because they're not really based on like facts or anything, just like,
and I think
is
that's
he good? Who's his girlfriend? Is he a cool guy?
Is he hot?
Is he hot? Like they're based off those things, which I think worked for us last week. Maybe it'll work for us again this week.
I agree.
So very excited about that.
Don't fix what's not broken.
Exactly. So we have chosen 3 different things, one for a 1 o'clock game, a 4 o'clock game, and an 8 o'clock game. So Sunday all day.
Because like your boyfriends, your husbands, they're gonna be sitting on your ass. So they're gonna be wanting to sit on their ass. So you get to sit on your ass too, and now you will have a little bit of stake in the game.
Absolutely. And when you are placing your bets on the DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL, you can tell your boyfriends, dads, husbands,
Brad's,
friends,
Chads,
other
dads.
Brad's, Chad's, dads, and other Swifty bestie girlies that we won last week. And so we're we're 1 for 1 right now.
We're really trying to get the girly pops on DraftKings. That's like
that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. We're here.
And they were out last week. We had a lot of people tag. Thank you so much to everybody who tagged us in your bet slips and who were participating with us, because to be honest, it was more than I thought.
Totally.
And people were excited to engage with this and have fun with this, and we're just thrilled about that. So we're probably going to give this same kind of spiel every week, just as an encouraging thing, Like, and if you lose, you lose. You win, you win. We're all just having fun. You don't have to bet big amounts. You could just have a good time and just get involved.
I think I put like $5 on the parlay yesterday or last week, and I was like, "Fuck, I should have put more money."
I wish we put more.
It's so funny now because like my mom is like, "Oh man, like I don't know." Yeah, it's so
of
funny.
Course.
She's like, "Oh, my parlay didn't hit." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." She's texting me like, "What bets she should take?" It's very, very fun.
That's amazing. Both my parents are on the same train as well. My dad is very into it. We said before. My mom too, but my dad more so. Yeah. He's a sports betting guy. So we got your families involved, your friends, your girls, your guys, everybody.
Shall we get into it?
Let's get into it.
Okay. So the 1 o'clock game is San Francisco at Minnesota. I was going to say
Minnesota.
Minneapolis. Minnesota Vikings versus the San Francisco 49ers. And we are going with Brock Purdy.
Yes.
Plus 250 passing yards.
Brock Purdy.
Or over 250
over 250 passing yards, which means that however many yards he throws the football throughout the game. So we're hoping that in total it will add up to more than 250 yards, which we think is going to be pretty good, because he's a good guy. He's a good player. He's
been slaying the game. People are saying that he's underrated.
Absolutely.
What did they call him?
So I'm about to tell the story. He was drafted in 2022. He was like a last round draft pick, and they were calling him Mr. Irrelevant. And then he stepped up to the plate when Jimmy Garoppolo decided he was too hot to play football, and took over for him, and also another guy, I don't remember his name, sorry to that man, but he came through and he shined. He's no longer Mr. Irrelevant, and then he did so well that he did in fact play against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl this past year. And we all obviously watched. The Chiefs won. We were excited. Taylor was there on the field, all that bullshit. But the 49ers lost in the sauce is they did really well. Like,
they did really well.
That was a good game. Like, I remember having a lot of fun watching it and like worrying and being like, oh my God, these guys are going to lose. So we think that Brock Purdy deserves his flowers, his shine.
Brock Purdy redemption tour.
His redemption tour. So we're happy for him.
He is plus 130 to have over 250 yards. So basically that means he's like a little unlikely to have that.
It's not a total lock.
Yep.
But if you're willing to place a little bet, life is too short.
Risks.
Life is too short, and when we're taking a risk on Brock Purdy, we think he can pull it out. We think he's gonna
Mr. Relevant,
have a good
no
week.
more.
Mr. Relevant, no more.
And then we have our 425 game. Where is that? Oh, that's right there. It's Cincinnati at Kansas City. So we have sexy Joe Burrow versus sexy Travis Kelce.
Oh, Joe Burrow.
But he has been not doing well.
Yeah, everybody said he's not that great right now.
The Bengals
He's having a hard time. Maybe after his he went through a breakup. maybe he's having a hard time.
Maybe the bleach is getting to his head.
The bleach could be getting to his head.
Yeah,
Doesn't make him any less sexy.
No.
Don't be sad. You're so sexy.
Don't lose the game. You're so sexy.
Yeah. That's how we feel about Joe Burrow.
Don't throw an interception. You're so sexy. But actually do lose the game, please, Joe Burrow.
Do lose the game.
And Travis Kelce, please score a touchdown because we are taking Travis Kelce anytime touchdown. Travis. Yay. You know, we got a lot of people in our DMs being like, can't believe you guys didn't take a Travis Kelce pick last time. Hey, listen, there's not a lot of Travis Kelce to go around this season.
There really isn't.
We can't be picking him every single time.
We can't be picking him every week. But and then also our first one out the gate, we said we didn't want to get too cute with it. We just wanted a Chiefs win, easy peasy.
Don't want to put too much pressure on Trav.
Can I tell you, G? I'm really glad we didn't because Travis Kelce did not get a touchdown last game. Patrick threw it to him several times and he was thwarted in his attempts, which makes me think personally that he's going to be out for blood this game. He's like, I'm hungry for a touchdown. I played a whole game. I didn't get one. I'm going to get one today. And they're at home again.
It's a home game.
Double home games.
Maybe Bay's going to be there.
Bay could be there. You never know. Sunday, well, she's not busy.
Yeah.
So she could be there at home.
Hopefully fresh off winning. Here's also another thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully Taylor wins some VMAs.
Ooh.
So Travis is going to want to win the game
by
scoring a touchdown.
They both need the trophies to bring home. You know what I'm saying? So we have faith in our man Travis this week.
And then to cap it off with the 8 o'clock, 8:20 primetime game, we have Chicago at Houston.
Woo.
So we have the lovely Mr. Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
The Bears.
Who I've totally come around on.
Me too.
Remember at the beginning, Simone Biles, his husband was like, who is she?
Well, what was he thinking?
I think that he probably just didn't follow the Olympics. And to be
He's
fair,
just joking around.
The COVID year Olympics were not as publicized. I don't know. Maybe he was busy playing football and he didn't know. But now he fucking knows. And he followed her all around Paris and he was the most supportive husband. And I watched her. Did you watch her little documentary as well?
Yep. So cute.
So good. He's wonderful. And so we hope the best for him. And he plays defense for the Bears.
Yes.
And so this one is maybe the most complicated in our little lineup. And can I try to explain it to see if I get it?
Sure.
In a casual way because I know you know what you're talking about. And then you can explain it for real if I do it wrong. So wait, say his name again. I suddenly got
Jonathan
so hot
Owens.
Too. Jonathan Owens. Okay. Jonathan Owens. He plays defense for the Bears. Now, the Houston Texans, as far as we have heard, and as I can tell, they are supposed to be really, really good this year. Dave Portnoy put a massive bet on them to win the Super Bowl. Apparently, they're on fire, allegedly. And so we wanted to support Simone Biles' husband. And the way to do that is to make sure that the score of the game stays low.
Yep.
And because the defense is really good on the Bears team because of our man Jonathan Owens and all of his friends as well. However, they are not that good in terms of scoring.
Yep.
But like I said, though, their defense is good.
Yep.
So hopefully the Texans will have a hard time scoring, but they'll probably still win. But as long as we keep that number low. So we're betting the under on the total points scored. Similar to how we did last week with the Green Bay Eagles game. We bet the over. So now we're going the opposite.
Yep.
And
you explained that
how
perfectly.
was that? Was that a good explanation?
Perfect.
Excellent.
You can't take... So, for Travis Kelce, we're taking that anytime touchdown. You can't take a player prop like that on a defensive player.
Right.
So we wanted to do Jonathan Owens gets an interception, but they don't have that because it's very hard to figure out the money. Too specific, whatever. You have to bet basically the whole defense to get over a certain amount of yards or a certain amount of... I don't really know, honestly. You just have to bet the whole Bears defense. You can't just bet one individual defensive
player. Which, listen, it sounds like they're good. Everybody's saying nice things. Even all the guys out there were like, "Oh yeah, the Bears defense, they're pretty good."
Jonathan Owens had a interception last game, so he's feeling himself. Let me see
Proud
what
of him for that.
line is for the under very quickly. The under the line is -112, so that means it's actually kind of likely for it to happen.
Pretty likely for it to happen. We're excited about that. And the points in total, it's 45 and a half. So we want to have less
under
total points than that. So that's what we're looking for. And again, we're not, if you want to root for Jonathan Owens, Mr. Simone Biles on the side, that's how you can do it without, worrying about going up against what's allegedly predicted to be one of the best teams this year in the Texans.
I also just want to say the line for Travis Kelce to anytime touchdown is plus 120. So that's a little unlikely, but still there's a chance
that feels unfair.
That feels unfair.
What?
I don't like that.
He usually is always getting touchdowns. I really think because like we were watching at the bar, and you could see the frustration on his face when he kept getting, like, it happened like twice, I think, right? Where he kept kind of either getting pushed over or intercepted or whatever was going on. And the Ravens were playing really well in that moment, but he, you know, he's going to get mad. He's a passion player. We've seen him. We saw him yell at Andy Reid that one time. Yeah. He's a passion player. And if he comes out hot and he's like, I need to make a touchdown in front of my girl, or I need to make a touchdown so my girl can see that I'm still doing my job. Yeah. So we feel
I really
feel
like these picks.
Yeah.
I do.
Me too.
It's Brock Purdy over 250 passing yards, Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, and Bears Texans under 45.5.
Love it.
So
Love
we're
it. Ooh, look at us.
Slaying the draft queen game.
Absolutely we are. And two, it's fun. We're trying to, like, when we make these picks, one, we go off of just basically how we feel about these people, but we also are trying to, like, do stuff a little bit different, so we kind of explore all the different kinds of bets we can make. Like last week was kind of a basics beginner stuff. This one has a couple of other things sprinkled in, and maybe by the end we'll be betting.
Maybe by the end we'll be taking the spread.
Yeah, taking the spread, being real specific about shit. Yeah. So just get excited. And like we said, if you were like us, trying to get more into football, wanting to have a little fun with some gambling, the DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered. They're the most fantastic people to work with. We love them so much. We love them for trusting us with this segment. Yep. And G, tell us a little more about it in a more formal way.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to bet on sports and didn't know how to, trust me, we both get it very much. We are learning right alongside with you guys. And it's confusing. How do you get started? How do you make a bet? With so many options, who can you trust? My friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, are making it easier than ever. DraftKings Sportsbook is the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Placing your first bet is simple. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select a sport like NFL, just like we're doing, and select an option like TD scores, maybe Travis Kelce.
That's how you can get Travis.
And pick who you think will score, and place your bet. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own?
Woo!
New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $250 in bonus bets instantly. And if you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code TaylorWatch, that will look very good for us, so please do it.
It will. Please do.
Yep. And get your girly pops, get your guys, get your grandmas, get your aunts, get your cousins. Only on DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Woo! Also, another quick side note, that if you're looking for our parlay, because we didn't really get to say this because we didn't our last episode, because we didn't know it was happening until it happened. If you go into the app, they're on the main page on today, Thursday, you'll be able to see it. But on the main page, there are like a list of bets that kind of pop up. And if you scroll through them, you'll be able to find us. So if you're having a hard time finding us, look for our faces, because our faces will be in this. And it says Taylor Watch, and it's a picture of me and G. So,
yes, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Some people were asking, like, wait, how do we find? And they ended up finding. But, like, if you want to...
Oh, we're on there already.
Are we? Oh, my God, really? Wow, huge. Sweet. That's quick. Damn. Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Okay, Jack McCarthy.
So then, so you click NFL and we're there, or no?
Yeah, yep, NFL. And then I'll put this on the screen too. There's a bunch of bets, and then you'll see us right there. Taylor Watch, Brock Purdy, Travis Kelce, Chicago, Houston under.
Slay. Wait, CFP I clicked. Amazing. Slay. I want to see for myself. I'm going to bet. What should we bet? I'm going to bet something right now. I'm going to do it now so I don't forget. Oh, yep, there we are. Bloop, 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 bloop.
So we're right there. So it's very easy. And then also, some people were confused, or at least my mom was confused. When you click on that, you'll get the option to either individually take one of those bets. So you can, if you don't like the other two, you can just take one. You can just take Travis Kelce to score if you're feeling that one. And so that's called the singles at the top.
Yep.
And then you have the option to do the parlay, the 3-pick parlay, and then you put the money in for there, and that's all 3 bets have to hit.
Right. A reminder, yes, the parlay is like almost like a chain of events. Like this chain of events has to happen.
All 3 of these things have to happen in order for your parlay to hit. If they don't, if one of them doesn't hit, you're done. So it's up to you if you want to take the risk. And we also have the individual bets available, so if you don't want to do the parlay,
perfect.
You can do
I just put in for our parlay, I put in like $10. If I put in 10, the payout's $95.
Ooh.
just saying. But okay, perfect. Thank you so much to DraftKings as always for trusting us with this and having fun. And we are the Draft Queens. Okay, so let's take these off. Hurts my head a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Heavy is the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, whatever the hell.
So
Shall
VMAs,
we? Now we'll get into. Oh yeah, wait. So before we do a little magic and cut to our VMAs review, one, we have to mention that Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce celebrated their 100th New Heights episode.
Oh, I didn't realize it was their 100th episode.
That's why they're wearing.
Congratulations to them.
Congrats to them. That's why they were wearing silly glasses and stuff.
Oh, cute.
And in this episode, a few things were revealed. One being that Travis was training for football in Europe.
Yeah.
And he was using like soccer stadium stuff. And he was saying how he was worried because he was
ripping up the fields. Yeah, that was funny.
I mean, funny.
I don't know why I didn't think that. You know, that he's practicing.
I just figured he'd be like in the gym at the hotel.
Yeah, but like you really gotta like.
He's gotta practice.
Like you gotta grind for that shit.
Absolutely.
You know. So
I wonder if he had like a like he didn't really explain that, but I wonder if he had like a trainer with him or like friends come in.
Yeah,
and, like,
I wonder. Maybe with Ross.
Maybe Ross was helping. Yeah, could be super fun. So so that was revealed.
They mentioned Bad Blood.
Because
he said that the Chiefs and the who the fuck are they playing? I already forgot.
Ravens?
No, Chiefs and the
Vikings?
Vikings, they have bad blood.
Yes.
And
they
then
do have bad blood, and
Travis was like, bad blood? Is it because of the fucking Taylor Swift quesadilla? Bad blood quesadilla?
No, I thought bad blood quesadilla was in the Bills.
Oh, that was the Bills.
Yeah,
I always get confused with those fucking
But the Vikings, I think, had something too, and I think they were a little sassy. I will have to look into more of their beef, because I do love a game with beef.
Yeah, me too. We love bad blood, and then Travis was like, "Oh, bad blood." Yeah, and then Jason was like, "She has a good way of like using everyday terms in her songs."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But then the last thing they said was they were looking forward to the VMAs, and that Taylor's nominated for a bunch. They're excited, and they said, you know, Travis was like, "Oh, but I hope everybody has a good time, whatever." And then Jason was like, "Except for everybody going against Taylor, I hope you lose."
Yeah.
So that's funny. Their family being ride or die, wanting Taylor to win as many Moon Men as she can.
Let's
let's see her nominations, what she's nominated for. Travis said 10. I wonder if that's exactly right.
I think it is 10.
Of course, he's so smart.
Does Taylor have what VMA nominations? Okay, she will. Oh, now it says leads the nominations with 12.
Oh wow, 12. Is it a quick list of them, or is it hard to find them?
Taylor Swift is nominated for Song of the Summer Fortnight.
Okay.
VMA's most iconic performance, You Belong with Me. Oh, is that like a just in general a VMA's iconic performance?
Like of all time?
Yeah. Her little subway. Remember that performance of her in the subway? And that was when Kanye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly, no.
It's a pretty slept-on performance.
I was going to say, I don't know off the top of my head because I always think of the rain one.
That's a really good one, too.
Yeah.
Video of the Year, Fortnite. Artist of the Year. Song of the Year, Fortnite. Best Collaboration, Fortnite. Best Pop. Best Direction, Fortnite. Best Cinematography, Fortnite. Best Visual Effects, Fortnite. Best Art Direction, Fortnite. Best Editing, Fortnite.
You know what? Love all that. You know what I think is kind of crazy is Fortnite is, you know, Fortnite's the single and it has the video, that beautifully shot video with Post Malone. Like, I think that those nominations are good. I think like Song of the Summer, you know, I don't think so.
No, definitely
not. Everybody knows like the finalists right now at this point, you know, we're going to know by the time you see the rest of this episode in like 10 minutes. But they're saying it's between Taylor and Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish or something right now. It's Espresso. Like, I don't care. And Espresso wasn't even like put up nominated. So
which was like Espresso was literally everywhere. And Fortnite was definitely not the Song of the Summer. Yeah.
Either that or Chapel, a Chapel one.
Yeah.
And but it was Espresso. So I don't know, like
I can see Best Art Direction, Best Editing.
Same.
Best Cinematography, Best Visual Effects, Best Direction.
Yep.
I don't know about Best Pop.
I don't
know about Best
I don't think so. And that's not us being like mean to
up?
Taylor. There's so many fantastic people nominated this year who had bigger hits than Fortnite. Like Fortnite's a fantastic song, but it's certainly not Song of the Summer.
She could win Best Collab.
Best Collab.
I had some help with Morgan Wallen, and Post Malone is nominated for that too.
Damn, Post Malone's coming home with a bunch of shit.
Totally.
No matter what. Yeah, that's going to be tough against Morgan Wallen. With the voters and stuff.
Probably I could see Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
I don't know about Song of the Year.
Who else is Artist of the Year?
Let me look it up. Song, artist of the year, artist.
Yeah. That's another one that I'm kind of like. I mean, I think she deserves it.
Taylor Swift, Eminem, your boy,
my boy Eminem,
Sabrina Carpenter, and Ariana Grande.
Oh damn! I mean,
and Bad Bunny and SZA.
Got it. Yeah, it seems pretty.
I would
Taylor
say
or
Sabrina or Ari or Taylor.
Who should win like best new artist? Because I think Sabrina and Chapel and all of them are in that, right?
Really hard.
That is so hard to choose. I would have a hard time choosing for sure. Also, rumors are that Chapel and Sabrina are sitting next to each other.
Oh really?
That's what somebody said on
Well,
Twitter.
did you see that? Sabrina like hit up Chapel and they hung out to like talk about like their big rise to fame
Oh,
like
I love
together.
that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see. Wait, in the Rolling Stone
Chapel,
interview?
yeah, it was like Sabrina reached out to me, like we hung out, like it was really
cool.
nice to talk to another person.
It's really cool shit. Yeah, that Chapel Rolling Stone interview is really good. It's very interesting.
It's Chapel Roan,
she's a cool
Gracie
person.
Abrams, and Tyla.
Oh, they're
the three finalists for best new artist.
Oh,
I was
Sabrina didn't make it.
So I guess
Sabrina's
it was
not getting enough love.
I don't even think she was nominated because it says the road ends here for the other three previously announced candidates for the award: Benson Boone, Shabuzi, and Teddy Swims.
So maybe she's
I guess
not
there was
new
6
enough.
artists were nominated, but then 3 were only brought to the final. Yeah, so
maybe
Chapel.
she's
not new.
She's not new, but maybe she's not new enough. So then, honestly, best artist, whatever artist of the year, I would love that to go to Sabrina. Obviously, we want everything to go to Taylor.
Yeah,
but I would love for Sabrina to get that.
Get her.
She's worked her ass off this year.
Agreed.
She worked really hard.
And I would like Gracie Abrams to win Best New Artist. Thank you.
Yeah, true. That would be good. She's
I don't
had a
think
big
she
year.
will.
Although
Chapel
will. Yeah, Chapel.
And then Chapel will be like,
it.
no one take a picture of me.
Yeah. Leave me alone. I don't want to go on this stage. You know who is like a good sleeper for that? I mean, not even a sleeper. Tyla is.
Oh yeah.
She's massive. You know what I mean? Like also, but in a different circle than Chapel. So I think it's you know, and she's not quite as, her fans aren't like as loud. So I think it is all the VMAs are based on, you know, online votes and stuff for the fans. So it's hard to tell. It really is just who has the biggest, loudest, most online fan base.
She had the best Met Gala look.
You know, Taylor wins a lot.
Tyla?
Tyla? Oh, God,
With the Sands of Time?
Yes, that was the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Like, iconic.
So good. Didn't La Roche do that? Or was it a Balmain or something?
I think it was Balmain, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, La Roche is, he sticks with Zendaya. No, he helped a couple people, but I don't remember who else. Anyway, so... all very exciting. Now, let's do some magic. And we're here. Oh my God, magic.
Whoa!
It's crazy. Hello.
You're serving Reputation Realness.
I kind of felt like I wanted to. I bought this as like a backup for a concert outfit or whatever, and I ended up not wearing it.
So
but
cute.
Reputation vibes, we did get major, I mean, not major rep vibes. We certainly are getting like...
I didn't really get rep vibes
Not
from
rep
that
vibes,
outfit.
but we're getting like... We've got darkness, which
Yeah,
I kind
getting
of am like,
darkness.
you know what? Like, it's still Tortured Poets for sure, but it's still also like darkness, like chill vibes, bad bitch vibes, which I always am like giving a little bit of Reputation. But
course.
Yes. So the VMAs happened.
Snooze fest.
Snooze. I'm kind of snoozing. I am.
Literally.
It was the thing, like, I can't decide what I want out of my VMAs because I loved all the performances. I thought that they had a good, like, because it was all my favorite people. It was Sabrina, Chapel. You know, I could have done without Camilla and Sean. I don't really give a shit.
I know, like, but that's what I mean, like.
Teddy Swims was really good.
But he was only like the middle guy. Like, he didn't get to do a
not
full.
Teddy Swims.
Oh.
Him too.
But
He
I
was
love
good.
him, and he didn't get to do a full performance.
Benson Boone. I loved Benson Boone's performance. I thought he was fun.
Why
The
is
flip,
he
though.
flipping?
The flip was a little.
Like, okay,
the
Taylor
flip was
Lautner.
very
Like,
Taylor
please,
Lautner.
yeah.
Very Taylor Lautner. It's like,
And
you
like,
get
why? Like, that song is not a song you flip to.
No, it was so bizarre. Guys love to like throw a flip in when they're performing. Like, not even kidding. Like,
Well,
yeah,
'cause they're
Taylor
like,
Lautner
I'm
is
sick. I can fucking flip.
No, right? It's like, we get it. You're compact and muscular. Like, we probably knew you could do a flip like before you did a flip. Like, we're not that, you know, we're not like blown away by
Yeah,
the flip.
especially when he's like 10 feet up on a piano.
That's what I mean. Like,
okay,
you did a front flip off of a platform. Holy shit! Like, I could do that. Probably
I feel
still
like
with my brittle
Benson
knees.
Boone either needs the mustache or the curly hair. He can't do both. Like, you know,
I kind of.
he's so cute though.
He's
Don't get me
so
wrong.
cute. I kind of like both. I think he looks a little different. I think he looks very like old timey yet
old-timey.
modern. Like, he looks like 70s, but also like I feel like the kids right now have their hair and mustache like that. Like, people are, which is kind of crazy.
You know, totally.
You know,
I was
like there's
like
guys in this office running around. One of the interns here, I don't know,
has a mustache.
He literally looks like Benson
Yeah, he
Boone.
does kind of, but he doesn't have like the curly hair that goes like over his face.
Curly. It's not
you
like
know?
a Jerry curl. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
a perm. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
he just has like wavy hair. But yeah, the kids are loving that look right now, and he's cute. But okay, so the award show in general, like we said, kind of a snooze, but I liked the performances because I liked my faves, and I did actually like that they only had like a handful of people accepting awards, and they were just kind of like showing who won in the background. Like, I didn't hate that because sometimes I'm like, who the fuck are these people? And I also am nervous always because, you know, Taylor Swift won 7 awards.
Yeah.
Imagine if she went up there 7 times. People would have like been like rolling their eyes and stuff.
I definitely get having like some of the awards be not shown because there is a lot, especially like the ones that Taylor won, like best like cinematography, like that doesn't have to be like shown. But like, I don't know, I felt like there was maybe like 4 awards shown on stage.
Artist of the Year should have been shown.
Yeah,
that
what?
It is kind of crazy that Artist of the Year wasn't shown.
Like, that's crazy to me. It felt like it was just all performances, no awards. I'm like, this is an award show.
That's what I mean.
And
like,
I get
I
it
can't
is boring,
decide.
the speeches, but like, yeah, Artist of the Year not being shown is crazy.
I am surprised though. Like I said, like what would have made me happy? Like a little more accepting awards. Like, I don't know. I
maybe if the performances weren't so boring. I don't know. I just loved
Sabrina
our
and
faves.
Chapel.
Yeah.
They were just so
Chapel
good.
and Sabrina brought the house down.
Yeah, they
no
really
doubt.
did.
Sabrina, I was like, oh my god. It made me even more sad that I don't have tickets to her tour because I was like, she's about to pop the fuck off.
She was phenomenal. And did you see the video of her like
waiting
and hanging? Can you imagine the anxiety, Gia? I don't know if I could do it. Like, I see these performances on stage, and obviously these people are so you know, they're performers. They're well trained. Like they do shows for, you know, sold out crowds, and Chapel Roan is doing stuff for like 1 million people at once, and same with Sabrina open up for Taylor Swift on the Eras tour and whatever. Yet somehow I still feel like the VMAs stage would make me nervous because there's so many of my peers, you know,
and so many of your peers, and it's iconic. Yeah.
But I think that Sabrina came down on a little fairy swing, singing "Please, Please, Please," and then we heard the intro to "Oops, I Did It Again."
There's a lot of Britney homages.
So what? I thought the old lady left it in the ocean in the end. Well, baby, I went down and got it for you. Like, that was all in there, which was cool. And there were a lot. Why is Britney like? There was a lot of Britney Spears.
I don't know. Maybe because it was like the 40th anniversary. 40th, so maybe people were just so like everyone's like trying to, you know, pay homage to like some iconic performances. But that's the case, Lady Gaga got fucking swept under the rug.
Well, where the fuck? Nobody said shit about Lady Gaga.
Nobody said shit about Lady Gaga.
So many people said stuff about Britney that I thought maybe there was like a Britney something going on that I didn't know about.
Katy Perry won.
She was the
like
Vanguard
most
Award.
Iconic like MTV performance.
That was nuts. Over Lady Gaga with the bleeding
paparazzi?
body. Yeah, that's insane. Like
insane.
No. I don't agree with that at all. But so anyway, let me talk about the Sabrina and Chapel.
Oh yeah.
Before I forget, Sabrina did. She did Please, 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 and then transitioned into Taste, and then ended with Espresso.
Yeah.
But what's so funny about that, and why I'm bringing it up, is singing Taste in the mouth of Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes is the funniest shit of all time. Like,
I mean, the VMAs did cook there because having Shawn Mendes, Camila Cabello, and Sabrina Carpenter there is
all
absolutely
performed
hilarious.
Their songs about each other. Like, it's amazing. Yeah,
Camila Cabello did June Gloom, which is like about Sabrina Carpenter and Shawn. It's so funny.
What was Shawn's song? Some
new song.
I don't know.
He's going for a new sound.
He just wants to be John Mayer, and he always has wanted to be John Mayer. And I won't lie, like, I think that Shawn Mendes is a talented artist. I think that he's a great performer. I think he's a cutie, like all these things. But now, knowing this like background stuff with Sabrina and Camilla and like all this mess that he's bringing to these ladies, I kind of have the ick. Like, I didn't. Like, there's nothing other than that gives me it, but I'm just kind of like rolling my eyes like, oh, please, this fuckboy. Like,
and I feel like his shtick is like a little tired. Like, I don't know. I feel like his performance, like with the candles, the acoustic guitar, like he's trying to go for like that like indie sound.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
He wants to be like sexy John Mayer. Like, even the way he plays guitar, like his notes are like when it started up, I legit thought it was John Mayer, and I was like, oh my God, show Taylor. Like, just like see what's going on. And it was Shawn Mendes. Yeah. But I liked that he went first, like early in the show. Yeah. And then Sabrina like brought the fucking house down. And I honestly, you know, I feel bad for Camilla. They should have had her go second in that lineup of 3 because she's just not. And it was towards the end.
Yeah, I don't really understand the artistic eye behind that performance.
Neither do I. Or to be honest, her whole album. I really have a hard time. Like, I don't dislike Camila at all. I think I've liked a bunch of her songs. I think that she's obviously the most talented out of Fifth Harmony. Like, everybody knew that. But yeah, something about the new direction, it's just not for me, I guess. But it's now tainted again by these stories and all this stuff, like how she is copying Sabrina in a way that seems like mocking, like how she dyed her hair and then she's like taking the same photos of her as the Espresso cover. Like, did you see that thread? Which I know is crazy to like be referencing this like random thread of people drawing connections, but it is kind of like the connections were there, and like the stuff she was saying, the stuff she was doing, like this whole research, the timing of it, you know, it makes me think that there was stuff going on between.
No, there was definitely something going on.
Like,
no
she's
doubt.
got a complex, I think, at the moment. She's grieving this like fuckboy Shawn Mendes, and she's in some sort of toxic back and forth with him, I think.
Yeah, I think she was trying to do something with like, you know, she like started off with like the blonde hair era, and then she like closed the laptop screen, and now she's like back to her brown hair era, like back to her original self. I don't know if that was like supposed to be like the thing, like I'm going back to the old me. I don't know.
Like maybe
like he made me like into this like crazy girl who wants to dye her hair blonde. I don't know. You know what I mean?
No, I kind of think that's what it is. I think it's like he made me into this crazy girl who wants to dye her hair
blonde.
An
identity crisis.
And get bangs and look exactly like the girl he's fucking right now.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't have bangs. She didn't have blonde hair. She like got Sabrina's haircut. And then made a song and like about Sabrina. Like, it's I
will say her,
you know, I mean, I love a crazy girl, so I'm not, but it made for a good mess on the stage.
Yeah, no, totally. I just didn't understand, like, with the camera there, like, it just looked really messy.
No, and
but I do like her new album, I will say. It's, like, not that bad.
Yeah.
There's a few songs that I like.
I like well, you know, the one song, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. The, like, main
her
part of that
last
song.
two albums are so fucking good.
Yeah. No, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's why the latest that just came out is just not my fave.
Yeah.
But that song has the sample in it from the chain and the V cuts, which I love that song.
Gucci
so
Mane.
Yeah. So I love that. So I like that song because I already liked that other song that is basically the whole song. So it doesn't really, in my opinion, count for liking the album. But yeah, maybe I could give it another chance. Yeah, I did see that. So we'll get into Taylor and her fashions because she had several wardrobe changes. Well, just two during the show, and then the after party look as well. But performances, let's see. So Camila, Shawn, Sabrina, Messi.
What do you think
Chapel.
What do you think about Katy Perry's?
Oh wait,
Vanguard.
I honestly have a lot to say. First, I want to say shout out to Chapel and her performance of "Good Luck, Babe," which was so good.
I thought it was good.
She brought down the house, like fantastic. So that's great. Also, Chapel yelling at the paparazzi. I am thrilled.
I'm on her side for sure.
I'm on her side. Those people are crazy.
Those people are so disgusting.
Tell that story that you just told me outside about Noah Kahan.
Noah Kahan tweeted like he's like, I totally feel Chaperone. Like, I went last year with my mom, and the way that they were talking to her and I were like so. Oh yeah, I'll never forget leaving Clive Davis and the horrific shit photographers and paparazzi or whatever were saying to me in front of my sweet mom, who couldn't believe it was actually happening. Love this at Chaperone. Way to stand up for yourself.
Hell yeah. Because it's true. Those paparazzi are fucking disgusting. I swear.
Yeah, what do they do telling her to shut up?
You know what is something, I forget if I've said this on the pod before. I don't know if I have. So my first job in New York, I worked at, I won't say names because I'm about to talk shit, but I worked at a company where it was my job to make sure that we had a couple like photographers that we would use to cover events, so we could use their photos as a host on our website, similar to how like Getty does.
Yeah.
And a lot of these photographers would be freelance, and they would also work for Getty or Patrick McMullen, which is another thing that hosts photos and whatever. So we would sometimes hire these people. Whenever I had to work with these photographers, like there were maybe two or three that were really cool and nice and normal. The other ones that were like older and a little more old school, like a lot of them were like even at the time, this is 2013, were like in their late 40s, early 50s, like just old school, like gross paparazzi, whatever. They were, the way that they like carried themselves and acted and talked about celebrities and talked about these events and how they were going to them always rubbed me the wrong way. And so I always like think of those people, and I thought like maybe that's just the people I was working with. There was a couple guys who I just was like, you're gross. Like, I don't like you at all. And but now whenever I see these things happening, and I think of those people, and I'm not surprised at all, because these photographers, like, they don't view the celebrities or it's a job for them. Like my job is to get here, get a photo, upload it to Getty as fast as possible and get fucking paid. And so if they have to scream at a celebrity to do it, they have to embarrass someone's mom on the carpet, like they'll do it. And it's just gross to me. It's gross. I don't like it. Where's the etiquette?
Yeah, no,
Where's the respect?
Did you see that video of Lana Del Rey like freaking out at the paparazzi in Europe like the other day?
Love that though.
Yeah, no, she was like, I'm here with my family. Like, I only have a couple hours. Like, you've been following me nonstop. Like, please just stop fucking following me. Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's like, I always feel like celebrities are painted as like rude or crazy or whatever. Like when they like yell at paparazzi. Even like Kanye was like, fuck you. Like when he's like, have a good day, Kanye. And he's like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't blame
like, I don't blame
Kanye. Like that, when those guys were going up to him, asking him shit about his family and stuff.
Yeah, like
we hate Kanye here, but that's not right.
No,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You can't
it's just like the harassment from these photographers. And even like coming from someone who's like very briefly worked in the production field, like I just feel like those older production guys, like camera guys, like they just like have like a stick up their ass. Like they think that they're like, I don't know if they don't like the new wave of like young producers.
They don't like that they're almost out of a job because everybody can use their fucking cell phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody needs them, and it's like, ugh. I remember like those guys would work at, they'd come in and they'd be like, well, people are, because cell phones were there and they were using real cameras and whatever, and they'd be like, you can't get this kind of stuff with cell phones, because we would then send like interns and influencers. It was again 2013, so it was kind of before that or right in the middle of that. And so
socialites.
Yeah, like we were calling them socialites. And so we'd send like our own in-house people, sometimes me, which is how I got to go to all cool events at the time when I first moved to New York, like to take photos and stuff to post on our personal or to post on our company page. And I remember these older photographers being like, why would you, like, that's just, when you can have a good quality photo, like, why would you do that? In my head, I'm like, you don't care about the quality of the photo. You care about getting fucking paid.
Yeah.
And they just were always so like obsessed with like, they, I don't know, just the bad attitudes all around. So I'm happy that people are standing up. And I think that we talked about this recently. I forget if it was on the pod or just in conversation about how, or maybe I was talking, I don't know, about how it's crazy that that more celebrities haven't like freaked the fuck out and like shaved their head Britney Spears style and like beat the fuck out of us paparazzi.
We talked about that.
Car.
I think like last week. Right. But yeah, no, it is crazy to me. Like, because I don't remember.
I would.
I think maybe we were talking about the Chaperone stuff when she was like saying, don't take pictures of me, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would lose my absolute mind if I was that big of a celebrity.
Same.
So I really, it's shocking to me that majority of these, I mean, but I also feel, and it's like, these child stars. That's why I'm so interested about Demi Lovato's like new show coming out.
So true, same. I'll watch anything because she is so honest about everything.
Yeah,
I love watching her stuff. Yeah, a little too honest, but I like it. Like
no, I like
think
her.
It's so interesting.
She's an
how
interesting
transparent
person.
she is, and it's just it's good shit.
Yeah,
but I'm interested in that too. Yeah.
But it's just it's crazy to me that more people haven't like told paparazzi to shut the fuck up and stuff, because sometimes you just snap. And honestly, respect to celebrities, because I would never be able to bite my tongue like that.
No, me neither. Never in a million years. So yeah, we're Team Chapel on this one.
Yeah, definitely Team Chapel.
But okay, yes. So Katy Perry. The reason I wanted to talk about that first is because I feel like I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about Katy Perry that I can't really process through, and I want your opinion on a couple of things, even though, and they might sound really like bitchy coming from me, but par for the course. I need to know if I'm being like cynical or if I'm being like, if I'm making sense, I'm perceiving this correctly.
I feel like we probably have the same opinions on Katy. Yeah.
So okay, number one, I have always liked Katy Perry. I had no issue with her. I sometimes think that her characters or whatever are a little cheese and like a little juvenile humor, not so much for me. I think her as a person and her sense of humor is funny, and I think that she like tries really hard.
Yeah.
I think for a while she kind of, she's doing American Idol. She's kind of in a new chapter in her life, whatever, no problem with it, blah, blah, blah. I think she's struggling really hard with the time between her last album and the newest album.
Yeah.
And is trying really hard to show that she's still like young and cool and hip.
Yeah.
And I think that she's doing a lot of things and saying a lot of things that are kind of almost proving the opposite. You know what I mean? Like she, I don't know. But I will say, I thought the Orlando Bloom introducing her was really
so
sweet.
Cute.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
I thought that her speech was pretty good.
Yeah,
like
me
when she was
too.
being normal and whatever. Her performance was great too.
Yeah.
Don't think she should have won that like iconic performance award. We talked about that. Lady Gaga should have won that. I have to say her starting out being like, and I did all this on day 1 of my period. Like, I laughed because relatable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I felt like, Katie, you're just,
like
you want us to know you still have your
hard.
period? Like, that's like how and that's the bitchy thing. Like, am I being a bitch for being like, Katie, we don't think you're that old. Like, you don't have to be like, by the way, I still have my period. Like, that's kind of how it felt. So what do you think about those thoughts?
No, I agree with majority. No, and I laughed at that period joke too.
Like, of
it's
course, because it's true.
Relatable. First day of your period, like that's hard. But like, it's hard. It just doesn't feel authentic. Almost in a way from her.
She's like trying really hard to just like show she's young.
And I feel like she was like this, kind of out there, a little raunchy, but not really, pop star. And she had that break.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it feels like
just from albums. Like, she was
feels
working,
like
but
the rebrand. Oh yeah. It just feels like the rebrand wasn't the right choice. Like, I don't know what I would have went with if I was in Katy Perry's shoes, but like going with like the futuristic, like sex, wet hair, like big wings. I don't know. It just felt for Katy Perry, who's known for doing things over the top. Yeah. It just felt like
she's 39.
I don't know, inauthentic. I don't really know how to describe it. It just feels like
I agree completely. I think that she is not something I have said before about Barstool and about like being here and having been here for a while and other people who have been here for a while is that I think very much that a lot of us have grown with our audience, and it's like, so I wouldn't be talking and doing the same shit that I was doing when I was 25. Like, I'm not talking about getting fucked up at the club and like hungover on wine and stuff, which like, I still have those moments, those days, but it's not every day. And it's not the only thing I talk about anymore. Right. So it's that kind of, and so I feel like Katy Perry kind of like had the opportunity to rebrand into like and kind of grow with her audience. And we're old now. Like, I mean, we all loved when Katy Perry was popping off on the scene. I was in high school and I was like, this is my bitch. Like, she's amazing. I Kissed a Girl, so good.
Love.
And I just feel like right now, me watching all that, like, I'm exhausted watching it, and I'm also kind of like, girl, relax, like, give it up a little bit. Like, what are we doing here?
Like, you can still be sexy and like do it that way. Yeah. At whatever age, literally. But like,
there's a way to go about it.
With the, I think it was the whole like futuristic whatever. It felt very Gen Z. So it felt like an older woman trying to fit into a Gen Z mold. Yes. And like, she should have just stuck with her
thing.
Or
again, rebrand or like, have this rebirth into something that's a little more appropriate. And I hate the idea of being like, be age appropriate, but sometimes you have to be age appropriate. But you know what I mean?
And
like,
she could still be hot and sexy and be age appropriate. You can still be hot and sexy
and be age appropriate, and you can also still appeal to Gen Z without having to like copy their shit and like be like that. Like, imagine if I like showed up in like outfit. You know what I mean? Like, I try to kind of cross the bridge when it comes to humor and topics and stuff that Gen Z's interested in. But I'm so far from it, and I know, and I don't try to be that. But when you try to be that is when it becomes like embarrassing. Yeah. And so when she went on Call Her Daddy, I didn't watch that whole thing. Did you watch any? I want to watch clips.
I just saw the one clip of her talking about Dr. Luke, and I was like, this fucking bitch.
Which was bullshit.
I think
bullshit.
Honestly,
and that's another part
what
of it.
Leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth about this rebrand, whatever. You're going to make a song called Woman's World, and then have fucking Dr. Luke on the album, and then give the most bullshit like PR answer.
Not even PR, just a total skirt of the question.
Exactly. And Alex Cooper didn't double down, so we got nothing. She just said, "Oh, I worked with a lot of collaborators. Like, this album is really important to me." Okay, how about you address the question of you working with someone who was very publicly accused of sexual assault from someone who like really went through it,
and another well-respected pop artist
who's in your world, right? And Lady Gaga, like, who's also in your world. She was behind her. It's just so disrespectful for her to use him for a hit because he did Teenage Dream, he did this, that, whatever. Is it worth it? No, clearly not, because that song fucking flopped.
And I think really what it is, in that, bullshit response she gave to Alex Cooper, it was something along the lines of like, I wanted to recreate the magic of Teenage Dream, of California Girls, of all of my other like moments in time. And so I brought back everyone that's ever worked with me before. So that was her big like blanket statement, being like, if you worked with me before, I worked with you this time. But it's like, you can work with literally fucking everybody you want except for this dude. Because at this point, like, you are like, that alone tells me you're so desperate to like stay relevant or like recreate the magic or whatever that you're gonna
willing to work with him,
a convicted sexual assaulter and like convicted. Not convicted. Sorry, take it back. What happened to him?
They had to do a settlement.
Oh,
they like came to like a of course.
I hate when that shit happens. All right, so he was whatever
alleged,
and still, regardless, he's a scumbag. We all know he's a scumbag. Kesha told us that. Lady Gaga told us that. I feel like it's pretty obvious, like in the music world, that he's a scumbag.
Yeah,
and I just don't think that anyone is worth sabotaging your own reputation in order to hopefully maybe recreate some of the magic from 15 years ago. Like, girl, it's just dumb. And you're right, like that. I don't even think I would be feeling any type of way about this performance at all, or even these feelings of like, she's trying too hard and she's not age appropriate, if that first domino didn't fall.
It feels so inauthentic. Like,
it
so
does.
inauthentic.
It does.
And there's a reason
and
why
I feel bad
because
she was great and she like could still be great.
Yeah,
I just don't get why she's doing this.
What is the name of her first ever album? Is it I Kissed a Girl? Is her first ever album?
It's called
album? Hold on, let me look it up. It's literally the best album, like one of the best pop albums ever. Why is it so hard to find Katy Perry? I'm fucking. Oh, One of the Boys.
One of the Boys
is one of literally the best. Waking up in Vegas, thinking of you. You're so gay, hot and cold. If you can afford me, like these things are so. These songs. Teenage Dream is one of the best pop albums of all time, no doubt.
Fantastic.
Last Friday Night, Teenage Dream, California Girls, Firework, Peacock, Circle the Drain, The One That Got Away, E.T., Pearl, Hummingbird, Heartbeat, not like the movies. Like,
it's just hit and no skips.
Hits after hits after
two albums in a row, no skips.
She's the only artist or female, I don't know if it's artist in general or female artist to have 5 #1 hits from one album. Like, clearly she had something amazing. But it's just so interesting because as the albums go on, they just get worse and worse. They do.
And so we go right from
like the jump from Teenage Dream.
One of the Boys is 2008, Teenage Dream is 2009, and then we jump to Prism 2012. And Prism still has Dark Horse,
Birthday's a banger.
Like those, but okay, just a couple.
Unconditionally is actually a pretty good song.
From there, it goes all the way to Witness.
Yeah, and then that's
in 2017.
And Smile just fucking flopped so bad.
Witness has Swish, and I think that's the only. Oh, and Bon Appetit, I guess.
Yeah.
Those songs were kind of weird. Smile, I couldn't tell what, like, I don't know. I guess Never Really Over is the only song I know from this.
Oh, yeah, I like that song.
She has a song called Champagne Problems.
Oh, really?
On her 2020 album.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Damn, that sucks. Yeah. And then after that, it's Lifetimes, and that's a song. That's a single.
Yeah, 143 is the name of the album coming up. 7 days.
I see. Right. Okay. Woman's World, Gimme,
and there's only like 10 songs on the album.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not writing Katy Perry off and stomping her into the dirt or anything like that. And if she has a couple good songs on this new album, whatever, but so far the ones we've heard are not it, and it's very clear that this desperation is getting in the way of her authenticity and her work, and I think that she's better than that. She's more talented than that, and if she can't be that talented without Dr. Luke, then maybe she's not that talented. Maybe it was him. Maybe it's, you know what I mean?
That's a fact. Yeah.
And, if you're telling me that Dr. Luke was Katy Perry's Jack Antonoff, then it's like, well, you got to find a new one, bitch. Like, you got to call up literally anyone. Like,
anyone.
Call up Max Martin.
I know.
Call up, Max Martin.
I wonder if
would
Max
work
Martin
well.
wouldn't work with her. I don't know.
I don't know where how far the bad blood extends. Like, obviously Katy and Taylor are fine. Taylor was dancing to her performances. She's standing ovation.
Yeah.
She's excited, clapping for her as she's accepting her award and giving her speech. Like, happy to see that beef squashed. Yeah. But yeah, and you know what? Thank God. I'm happy to not see people being like, look at this bitch like, clapping for Katy Perry, that monster. Like, I expected. As soon as I started clapping for her, I was like, oh great, here we go. Right. Now we're gonna get the people off of Taylor Swift's ass again. But I haven't seen that. So I think she's just being polite.
Everyone clapped for her.
Yeah.
Like, She won the Vanguard. Like, you can't not get up and clap.
Of course. And she deserves
she
it. Like,
deserves
she
it.
deserves
No,
it.
Totally
100%.
deserved that award. 100%. 100%.
Just
100%.
this one thing, like, fucking sucks.
It's the rebrand.
Yeah, it's the
It's
rebrand.
the
It's not
rebrand,
great.
and it's the working with Dr. Luke that's like the double whammy where you're just like, ugh, like
Exactly.
it's just like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Exactly. Another thing I wanted to bring up that I think you can shed light on.
Ooh.
During Katy Perry's performance, and we're only seeing the clips of it during that. I'm sure it happened throughout the rest of the show because you'll explain. Jack Antonoff people thought that he was putting in headphones during her performance to like the one-sided beef they have with each other, and then he doesn't want to listen, and then when she was done, whatever. And I know because of you that it's like a music thing, and it's probably earplugs. Can you please explain?
Yeah, no, I saw that clip too, and I was assuming that he's putting in earplugs too. As someone who suffers from very bad I perforated my eardrum in my right ear, so I have tinnitus like so bad. So when I go out, I wear earplugs, and when I go to concerts and stuff, I wear earplugs. Yep. So yeah, he probably was feeling. He definitely has tinnitus. If I have to guess, if anyone in the world has tinnitus, it's Jack Antonoff.
For sure. And
which is just the constant ringing in your ears, and you get it from like when your ears are exposed to loud noises for like too long. Yep. Like I'm sure you've experienced it after a concert.
Definitely,
like you come home and your ears are fucking ringing.
Absolutely.
That happened to me, except for like a month straight.
Right. Yeah.
So it was.
Yeah, like I've had those moments, but not enough where I need to. Yeah. But it is too, and it's especially their front row.
Ear protection
loud
is
as fuck.
Something that everybody should be careful about because the speakers these days are so fucking loud.
So loud.
It's really dangerous for your ears, and like I have hearing loss. Like I feel like, and I use my earplugs a lot. It's just with the way that like concerts go these days, and if you're standing close to speakers, like you got to be careful.
Forget it. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I thought people were like, is he putting in like in ears to like perform?
Oh, I didn't see that.
But like,
I only saw
no
the
way.
haters.
Yeah.
I only saw they were like him and his wife for doing it. Margaret Qualley, who was there, looking
I'm
adorable,
sure he's
by the
like,
way.
she's
They were probably
so
just
cute.
like they probably just both.
He probably got
needed-
her on the earplugs.
Probably
Like,
loud
hey,
as
babe,
fuck.
like you got to protect
your ears,
yeah.
right? Especially too, like someone like Jack Antonoff. You know, his ears are part of his job. Like
Totally.
you know, like they say. Piano players, be careful with your hands. Surgeons, be careful with your hands.
Yeah.
Like those are your instruments. Those are your tools. And his ears are important to him. So yeah, if he's putting in headphones for Katy Perry's performance, it's not because he's throwing fucking shade.
That's
idiots.
hilarious.
Like, dumb.
I didn't realize that there was discourse around that.
No,
I just
it
saw
was
the
all
video.
over my side. I think I'm truly in the pits of hell on Twitter. Like I see the worst people.
That's so funny.
And that was one of them. But I wanted to bring that up.
Funny if he just put in
If
like
he was
fucking
like,
noise blocking headphones.
He puts like the big over ear ones on. He's like, fuck this shit. And he holds up a phone and it's like playing Fortnite.
Yeah. That would be
Crack
so
me the fuck up.
funny.
Absolutely crack me the fuck up.
Okay, so should we get into
fashions?
Taylor?
Yes.
We haven't really talked about like anything.
Oh yeah,
Taylor.
we talked about VMAs totally the whole time.
I know.
Yes.
She
okay.
won 7 awards.
7 awards.
Should I read them?
Yeah. Major award.
Artist of the Year,
Woo.
Video of the Year, Best Pop, Best Collaboration, which we didn't think she was going to win.
No, we thought it was going to be more
Song of the Summer,
Mullen.
Best Direction, and Best Editing.
Love it.
And you know, they could have shown a couple more of these awards on stage. I would have liked to see her a little bit more on the stage, but hey, I do understand like Best Editing, Best Direction. Like I don't know, do those really need, to be shown on the stage at VMAs? I don't think so. But like Artist of the Year, Best Pop, like that would have been fun to see. Song of the Summer, like that would have been fun to see. Was Espresso wasn't nominated,
Espresso was
right?
Song of the Year.
Okay, Song of the Year.
Which
she won.
and she won.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was her first VMA, like her first,
Slay.
whatever, Slay.
But yeah, she showed up in a yellow, green, plaid, very much Fortnite-esque.
Dior Resort
Ooh.
Collection. Here are my thoughts on the outfit. I thought her hair and makeup looked outrageously fantastic. Like just so good.
Her makeup looked insane.
Very curious to know if she does a layer of hair for the carpets because later on she changed her outfit. We'll talk about that in a minute. And her hair doesn't look quite as full. Like it still looks full and long and big. But when she comes in on that carpet, whatever she's doing to her hair, whether it's teased or if she has like a layer of whatever extensions, like blow
like
or something,
clip-in?
a quick clip in that maybe she takes out later for when she's dancing like a maniac. But I need to like know what the fuck she does.
I know.
Because the volume is outrageous. It's just so fantastic. And her makeup looked insane.
I wonder if she used Blake Brown by Blake. What was it called?
Oh yeah.
What's it called? Bobby Blake?
Yeah. Brown.
It's called like
Blake Brown.
Blake Brown, yeah, something like that. Like Brown by Blake. I don't really remember.
Isn't that her like last name, right?
Yeah, Blake Lively Hair Care.
Blake Brown?
It's
Blake?
called Blake Brown. Yeah,
Blake
yeah,
Brown,
yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if, right, did she have Blake zhuzh her hair before she got... Babe, hold on, wait. Just like shaken baby syndrome, like straight up.
Hilarious.
It's so funny.
But do you know the game Dress to Impress?
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, because you've been talking about it.
This outfit is kind of giving Dress to Impress. Like I could recreate this outfit perfectly on Dress to Impress.
Amazing.
I really like the whole outline of it. I'm just not a huge plaid lady.
Yeah.
So I'm not loving the plaid, but the structure of the outfit I am obsessed with.
I agree. I don't dislike plaad. I don't love yellow plaid. Yeah.
Yellow and green is an interesting plaid combo.
Yeah, like again, it didn't look bad. People were saying it was like, Clueless vibes a little bit, which I like that yellow plaid on Cher Horowitz. That's like a good yellow plaid. But yeah, I don't know. But I think the look, I think what she was going for, this like steampunk, like cool vibes, tortured poets, like whatever.
I think it was very tortured poet. Yeah.
Her shoes were Stuart Weitzman, I believe. Let me double check. I was looking up this morning, and yeah, she just did she looked stunning. Yeah,
she looked fabulous.
Boots were Stuart Weitzman. The whole outfit was Dior Resort 2025.
Love.
And then and yeah, she slayed the carpet. Oh, and I loved the she had like a choker that was a part of the outfit, corset top, so her boobs were popping out.
Her boobs were boobing.
Boobs were boobing.
Go on, boobs.
I gotta get me a top like that for real.
Dude, I gotta get me whatever she got.
Whatever she's got going on. Yeah. I know. I think it's like very creative, like push-ups and padding and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, but it's. We don't have like the same body type, but we're both tall. We're all like tall. We're tall girls with like kind of small boobs, and it's like, how is she doing this? Like,
I know.
How is she making this work so well? So anyway, then she halfway through the show had a wardrobe change and changed into a custom Monse MONSE dress, and it was inspired by from the Monse runway. And it's a picture of two people staring up at a spaceship.
Yeah, UFO.
And she had it, a UFO, and she had it custom made with like bedazzles and beads and stuff.
So
And I'll
cute.
tell you what, like maybe this is us, or maybe this is me being ridiculous. The people look like Taylor and Travis. Like
I saw your tweet. It's so funny.
Like it really does.
Yeah.
And so she had that, and then right after went to the VMAs after party, and then wore, I believe, another Monse dress that was had sleeves and the same image on it.
Same image, yeah.
Without the beading.
Without beading, yes. I was obsessed.
I love it.
With this outfit. Obsessed with the beaded dress.
I love it.
I love a beaded dress. Like I just love
beaded,
an intricately beaded dress.
Me too.
So I was obsessed with this outfit. I loved the UFO portrayal. Down bad.
Down
obsessed
bad.
with that.
People think it's gonna down bad. It's gonna be like the next single, and it's gonna be announced, and this is her doing that.
I would love that.
I also kind of love that this after party outfit. First of all, it's very similar to the dress she wore at the show that she changed into. It looks like a corset top and a skirt, and the skirt has
and buckles,
just like the
so
straps
the top,
did, and sort of the top, and the straps on the other dress, the beaded dress, also had that. But what's cool about it is it's like a zip up over it. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't
like a
realize
jacket.
it was a zip
yeah,
up
the
until
jacket like matches.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a zip up literally until just now. I just saw a photo of it from like a different angle, and it's like a zip up hoodie with like the same.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's really cute
with cool boots and everything. So she's looking great. But yeah, people think that maybe that Down Bad will be announced as like the next single, and that's her, being like, hey. It's about to be Down Bad, because that's obviously the song she sings when she's got the spaceship.
The UFO,
For a Moment I Need Cosmic Love.
I think that was one of my favorite of her award show looks, the beaded dress. It was just so cool,
really
so pretty.
I thought it was Cleo at first.
Yeah, it goes Cleo
Midnight's dress and her New Year's dress.
Yeah.
Cleo Pipette
and the big moment of the night.
The big moment when she accepted the award for Video of the Year.
Yeah.
She brings up Post Malone and two other of the people that worked on the video with her.
Yeah,
she's thanking everyone. Do you know those guys' names? I don't know them.
Ethan Hawke.
Was Ethan on stage with her?
No, but
she thanked
the
Ethan
guy
Hawke.
on stage. But yeah, I thought you were talking about the poet department.
Oh no. Oh right, the
but
Dead Poet Society.
I don't remember the name of the guys
remember
on stage,
the people that she worked with besides Post Malone. But so she brought them all up on stage. Then she goes, every time we'd be filming this music video and we would stop or I'd yell cut or whatever.
Sorry, not to cut you off. But before she was just like, everyone thinks that this music video was so sad and it was so sad to like make.
Yeah.
And then she was
she's like, it was sad. It's a sad thing if you watch it and you thought it was sad to make, but actually like I'd yell cut or whatever. Yeah. And from far away or from wherever, I'd hear someone yelling, woo, and clapping. And she goes, and that was my boyfriend, Travis. The way she said it, she's like, my boyfriend Travis. She literally said it like that, and I was dying.
It was really cute.
Is this the first time we've heard her say his name? Yes, right?
1,000%.
So crazy.
I was saying this to Francesca because I feel like Swifties always joke like, you know, Travis has called her his girlfriend. That's my baby. That's my significant other. Whatever. Tay.
He talks about her all day long.
Yeah, and she's only called him the guy in the Chiefs.
Yes.
But now, my boyfriend.
Now he's my boyfriend, Travis.
Oh my God.
Which is so fucking cute.
But
and you know what? I want to get the exact line because I don't want to. It's the exact line of it is so perfect. Let's see. Chicks has a quote card. I think of it. Yes, it says, she said, my boyfriend Travis, everything this man touches turns to happiness, fun, and magic. So I want to thank him for adding that to our shoot.
Oh, so cute.
What I loved is that in the background, those two guys and Post Malone, when she said my boyfriend Travis, they all like laughed and clapped and whatever. Yeah. So that's how you know that was real. Like she's not just making that shit up.
Post Malone was laughing really hard.
Right, exactly.
It was
I love.
Such a cute little shout out moment. And I feel like someone had a funny tweet. It was like she got up to the podium and she did not forget to say his name.
No.
Yeah, it was
right.
Yeah,
right.
And I feel like the way that she described it, everything he touches like turns to happiness and magic. It's just like such a nice thing to say about someone, and it really does feel based off. I mean, obviously we don't know, but based off the pictures, based off the videos of them, like. When they're together, it just seems like they have such a good time together. Like they're just genuinely enjoying each other's company. They can't take their hands off each other. They're just so like obsessed, and it's just so cute. And like, yeah, it just gives you butterflies. It makes you giddy, like, because you know how she must be feeling, like saying like on that stage, like my boyfriend Travis, like
of course,
like,
well, it's a big thing.
It's such a big thing, and like it's so cute, and like it just makes everyone like. Blush. It's so sweet.
It was perfect. And I think too, it being the VMAs and the video itself, of course, is like it is. It's a sad song. It's a sad video. It's about this like 2-week tryst that turned your world upside down and you know, Post Malone's the star, and it's like heavy feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like takes place in an insane asylum.
Totally. It's heavy feeling, and she has these like intimate moments with Post Malone in it, and it's like to be able to have a boyfriend who can be there, like cheering you on, watching you direct this music video, do these things and these pieces and like explore these moments of your own reality and just be cheering you on has to feel so good.
So good.
Like it just has to feel amazing.
And like, I'm sure like, the way she described it, like, you know, like on the other side of the studio, like I can just, in my head, like he's just there to like support his girl. Like, you know, he doesn't like get too involved.
He's not like giving his 2 cents.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Like he's just there to woo. Like he's like the professional hype man, and
exactly.
And I really love that. Aww. And it was just so cute.
I know.
Really
sweet.
And I think it's funny because like there was a split second where she had like a little bit of a smirk. And I was like,
oh, right. Like, what's about to happen?
Just for a second.
I was recording myself.
A little smirk.
I recorded myself for the whole thing. I didn't post it because I look so stoned. Like, I took 2 edibles and I'm so high. Like, so high. Look, I'll show it to you.
That's hilarious.
I like, got up and turned my light on. But, like, look how high I am. You can't even.
You, like, your eyes are literally, like, half open. Your eyes. That's hilarious.
I, like, can't post it because it's, like, I just look so stoned.
I know. I was on FaceTime with
my
man,
God. Oh, yeah,
he screenshotted my reaction.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I was
so
shook.
we were literally the same.
Yeah, literally.
Just like absolutely dying.
It was just
we'll post our screenshots. How about that? We'll post our screenshots of our crazy eye. I will. But
God,
yeah,
that was really, really cute. And I feel like since she
moment.
didn't have like a or no, but like it was nice of her to give us like a little thing to freak out over because you know like there's we both knew that there was going to be there
was never anything going on. It was 9/11.
Yeah,
and you know what?
9/11.
First thing she said when she came up to she accepted the first like on stage award of the night, and she went up there and was like, I just want to say like we're in New York City, you know, it's 9/11, like let's think about this and whatever. And then like
which was nice,
which I thought was smart
perfect.
And good and nice and thoughtful and everything. And then she went on to like literally again, she directed that music video, and she went on to like thank every other person, give everyone else credit, give everyone else like she's just so like
perfect.
She's the best.
She's the best.
She's so like thankful, I guess. Yeah. And I love seeing how much she respects everyone that she works with, and her bringing up Post Malone and saying like it took me forever to get him to stop calling me ma'am.
Yeah.
And
then he's like, all right, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Like immediately. I think that's a cute dynamic. And like
very cute.
A fun friendship. Yeah. So I love that. And congrats to Post, who was always going to win a couple awards either way last night, and he's crushing it right now. She did say something nice. She was like, I understand why every single artist wants to collaborate with Austin, and Post's real name, by the way. And it's true. Like, I forgot that he also was on Beyonce's album.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right.
I completely forgot about that.
Levi Jeans, great song.
Yep, great song. Yeah. Maybe one of my favorites on the album.
Yeah.
So he's at the top of the top right now, and we're happy
slaying
for him.
The game. And Taylor brings all her friends to the summit.
Yes, she does.
I do kind of wish there was a little Taylor Sabrina moment. I didn't see them interact. Maybe there's some pictures online. I didn't see anything, but
so I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the fact that they really didn't show her a lot? Which I'm sure
Sabrina?
No, Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm sure was a relief for her. And then also they kind of showed her going in and out, like she wasn't really at her seat.
They like kept showing this one clip of her like walking by the camera, and I was like, where is she going? But yeah, she was like missing. Like people were tweeting like she was missing for like an hour.
Yeah, for a while, and then she came back. She was gone for like, I would say half the show, and then she like accepted the award in the beginning, was there for a while, there through like Karol G's performance, and like kind of hung out. But then she was gone until she accepted the award at the end.
Yeah, and so Katy Perry. She was there for Katy Perry.
She was there for Katy Perry.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was just chilling backstage.
Maybe she's just in and out.
Yeah.
Do we think maybe she was hanging out back there so they didn't show her every 5 minutes?
Maybe.
Can I ask you
maybe she had a wardrobe malfunction?
Possibly. Can I ask you a bigger question?
Sure.
Do we think that Taylor worked with MTV ahead of time as to when she was going to be going up, like on how many awards she was going to go up for? Because, and I think this maybe because of Artist of the Year not being there, like, do you think ahead of time they're like, Taylor, you won these 7 awards, and she's like, that's too many, I'll go up for these 2? You know what I mean?
I don't think that maybe, but I think they tell her, like, I think they decide what awards are going to be shown. I don't know if
I kind of feel like she runs the show at this point.
Honestly, probably.
She's the most awarded artist at this point for the VMAs.
Yes.
And she's the draw. Like we're saying we were bored because they barely showed Taylor.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know, like that's kind of. I wonder if she was like, listen, I'll go. I'll bring ratings. I'll do all the shit. I know I'm winning a bunch of these awards. It's fan votes, so the fans are crazy. Obviously, she's gonna win a bunch. But do you think she's like, I'll go up for a couple, but I don't want to go up for the controversial ones. Like, I only want to go up for Fortnite. Like, I don't want to go up for myself. Because Artist of the Year would be like for Taylor, not for Fortnite.
I don't know though. Like, why would you not want to accept Artist of the Year? Like,
I feel like she's kind of like, you know, not trying to draw more attention to herself. Like, I feel like she draws enough attention that she doesn't need to then like showboat. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just have a feeling.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But to me, what I was thinking at least was that MTV's kind of maybe trying to cater more to like the younger audience. So they just jam-packed in performances rather than awards because they're like, they don't want to pay attention to people speaking. They'd rather watch. But also, I don't know. I feel like MTV definitely says like, hey, you're winning tonight. So like, you should be there.
Come?
Because it's obvious because like, for like best new artist, like Chaperone was there, Gracie Abrams wasn't there.
Right.
And and Tyler was there, but great. It was very obvious that
Tyler won an award later on as well.
It was very obvious that Gracie was not going to win because she wasn't there. Right. So like, I do think that there's definitely some communication.
For sure.
But I don't see a world where Taylor's like, I don't know. Because is that really like, I don't really know the words that I'm trying to look for, honestly.
Like authentic?
Like it just I don't see a world where she like doesn't want to accept an award on stage, I guess.
I think it's like, of course she wants to accept awards on stage, but I feel like with Taylor, she accepts so many awards every award show that knowing her, you know, anxiety that she's said out loud of being like the one that people are sick of and the one that people are like, oh God, again or whatever. And when the block is so high and like all this stuff, like maybe she's like, listen, I'll do this and I'll come up for a couple, but I don't want to be on stage the whole time, because ultimately her being on stage the whole time is good for MTV and not so much for, it just opens her up for more conversation every time she says something, talks, gives a speech, thanks people, like whatever.
Yeah,
so she had like the one, and again, both the awards were for Fortnite, and all the awards that were like Taylor only, she didn't go up there herself. Like they were not announced. Which that's the only reason why I kind of thought that. I was like, I wonder if she was like, hey, listen, I just want to focus on like, you know, the video with post and just do that. Because the first one she got, she obviously thanked all the people that worked on the video, and then also or best collaboration was so complimentary of post. And then the video of the year one, she thanks all the people, you know, Ethan Hawke, et cetera, and then throws in the Travis thank you at the end. So I kind of feel like it was a perfect amount of speeches from her, of time from her, where like people aren't dissecting, oh my God, she didn't hug Celine Dion. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it gets to a point where people just want to hyper analyze everything she's doing. Yeah. And if I'm her, I'm like, you know, I'll do you a favor, MTV, by showing up and going up there a couple times, but I'm not going to go up there 5 times just for your ratings.
Yeah. That makes sense. Totally.
If it were me, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm thinking that.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But no, of course she wants to. Like she still took her picture with all of her moon men at the end. And everything. So, you know, she loves an award. That goes without saying.
But it was interesting to think about where she went for that long. Like, maybe she was just chilling. I don't know. Yeah,
maybe she's chilling. Maybe
but
she's
I could
talking
totally
to somebody.
see that. Like, it would be crazy if they made her go up like 5 fucking times or 4 times.
Yeah,
like,
that'd be
it's just a lot. So yeah, that does make sense.
And she was I think the highest winner of the night as well.
Yeah,
right.
7. Yeah. So she beat Beyonce for most
in total. Yeah.
In total, and she also is the only artist to win Video of the Year 5 times.
Yep. 40 moon men. That's so many.
So many.
I loved there was a thing going around saying that Taylor Swift won more moon men last night than Kanye has in his entire career.
Sorry. It's always little things like that where I'm like,
me too. I just get hyped. I'm just like, whatever. Like, bitch. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, Meg Thee Stallion did a good job as a host.
Yeah, she did do a good job. She was funny, and I liked her outfits.
Me too. They were silly.
And
she's a good time. I really like her a lot. And her performance was good too.
Yeah, so good. She slays. She is a stallion beyond stallion. Her body's fucking incredible.
Insane. You see those videos of her working out? Holy shit.
She's a beast.
She could beat the fuck out of me.
Oh my God. She's an animal.
I would not. If I had to choose a fighter on your behalf, she'd be a candidate. I'd be like, yeah, let's go. She'll beat somebody's ass.
Is
her legs are so strong.
Oh my God, yeah. Fuck. She is so beautiful and so baddie. Yeah, I was obsessed with all of her homage outfits.
Me too.
And she has some funny moments, and she talked about Taylor in an article, so I'm sure she was excited to be on stage with her for a second, because she was like, Taylor's a stallion, like she's really tall too. Yeah.
She's a hottie.
Yeah.
I loved her. When she was like, you know, shout out to all my hotties and also to my haters. I know you watching too.
Yeah. Yes, she's funny.
Tell them.
She's been so disrespected, I feel like, by like the industry and
by the other like
other
men in her
rappers.
In her genre.
Yeah, men
are so disrespectful to her. It's like,
I know.
In her genre, it's crazy. Like I don't understand it at all. But you know, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I'd give the VMAs a 6.2 out of 10.
I think I'm exactly there with you.
Okay.
Maybe like a 6.7. Because I did really like the I loved Chapel and Sabrina completely carried it for me in terms of performances. And I do wish maybe we got like a sappy performance. I feel did we? We didn't, right? Like
no.
A sad one.
Yeah.
I love like a sad, soulful.
Yeah, me too.
I need you to lose you to love me.
Ooh.
To love, yeah.
To love,
yeah.
To love.
You know, like that that was like a
dramatic. Yeah.
An all too well 10-minute version.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, maybe that was supposed to be Shawn Mendes, but like he didn't really.
He didn't pull it out for us at all. No. He looked like he was having fun on stage though.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, and that's all that matters. All right, I think that wraps up the VMAs, yeah?
Yes!
Fabulous. All right, so hope you enjoyed our VMAs recap. Now let's get into our voicemails and DMs from the people.
Hi, this is Kelly. I am a huge fan of you guys. I've been following along for a while now, and I know in the last episode you guys touched base about how, you know, Taylor Swift doesn't have to speak out against Trump or for Kamala, what have you. And while I agree she's not like the spokesperson for the people, I do think statistically, like, she does have the pull to like rally voters to even just register. And that turnout for the Tennessee election was like majorly because of her. So I wonder now, since she went and posted about voting for Kamala and Tim Walz, if you guys have any thoughts on her next steps. Do we feel like she'll be involved? Do you feel like this is just her statement and then she's moving on from it? Just curious if you think that there's going to be any more political activism by our queen. All right. Thanks. Love you guys.
Great question. Thanks, Kelly.
Great question. And I'm torn. My gut tells me no, like no performances or anything.
Yeah.
But I think the usage of her songs, we're going to hear her songs a bunch.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we're definitely going to we're definitely going to hear her songs in campaign or at like rallies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I do wonder if was it Beyonce that performed for like the Biden campaign at some like event or something?
I think so.
Or when he won, I don't remember.
She might have performed at the White House.
Yeah,
somebody performed at the White House.
I wouldn't be shocked if she did do a performance. I feel like she cares a lot,
for sure.
And I don't know. A performance is a lot.
I wouldn't expect it soon. I would almost say performance
maybe if like Kamala won.
If she wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be more like that. Only because like.
But I could see a lot of like social media. I could see her maybe doing like a story, you know, some reminders about registering to vote, whatever. I don't know if she'll like, you know, go on she won't like go on an interview thing and talk about it or anything like that. But I am curious to see if she will do some sort of in-person, I don't know, like I'm Taylor Swift, I'm voting for Kamala, like, I don't know, at a rally or like there's something, I don't know, you know?
You know how vote.org does commercials every year and they're like, I'm blah, 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 and I'm registered to vote. And they don't literally say like, I'm voting blue, but they're like put on by the Democrats. And I think the likelihood of her doing something like that is, pretty high.
Yeah.
But I almost... My fears are like, you know, don't overdo it. Like, don't poke the bear kind of thing. Because I worry about people just like, you know, getting frustrated and whatever. Like, I'm just scared of those freaks. I think that's what it is. I think I'm just scared. I'm scared, you know? Like, I hate.
Well, yeah. And she's coming back to the U.S. So, like,
she's coming back to the U.S. She's doing concerts, you know, starting in October. So that's another thing. Like, once she's back on tour, it becomes
she's going to be a lot busier.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
well,
it's going to be harder.
But also it becomes a thing where it's like, people will know where she is and all of her fans are.
Yeah, like, do you think she's going to say, like, register to vote at one of her shows?
Like, I don't know.
I could, like, low-key see her do that during, like, the Champagne Problem speech. Just being like, there's a lot of things going on in this world, like, just make sure you're registering to vote. Like, I don't know.
Maybe, like, a surprise song, like...
Only the Young?
Only the Young. Yeah, could be.
Yeah,
like
that's actually not a bad idea.
Didn't she do like an Only the Young?
That song was for Miss Americana.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
so that would be cool. That'd be a subtle way to incorporate it. That's not too over the head. And just real Swifties know what the song means. And it's like you don't have to freak out about it. It would be subtle and effective, I think. If whatever it is that if and when, you know, she does something else other than this, I think it will be subtle and impactful.
Agreed.
Okay. Only that's a good
one.
Hi,
Kelly. Hi, Gia. It's Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Love the new episode. I just finished watching it. And first of all, congratulations on hitting your first parlay. That's so exciting.
Draft queens.
Can't wait to see what you ladies pick for Thursday.
Thanks, Queen.
And Gia, the guy in the new commercial with Jason, that is Bo Allen.
Yeah.
I guess he was on the Eagles too. I think he was on the Super Bowl team when they won.
Yeah. Bad Eagles
they
fan
talked about it when he was on New Heights, but other than that, I wanted to say I totally agree with you guys. Like, all of Taylor's outfits the past, you know, God, it feels like forever, but it was only a few days. Holy shit. Just amazing. Her stylist is actually a guy named Joseph Cassell Falconer.
Yes.
I think he's been working with her for like 12 years or something like that. It's a long time. He's in Miss Americana.
Like this.
When she's like trying to put on the earrings and she can't like raise her arms up enough, he's the guy who's like helping her out.
So cute.
But anyway, he's on Instagram. You can find him. Joseph Cassell1 is his username, and he has a bunch of like, he just posted the other day Taylor's Wagler outfit for opening night, and he's got like other compilations of stuff that I guess he like worked on with her, and some Eras Tour stuff. So really fun. But yeah, all the outfits are amazing. What do we think about predictions for like how far Wagler is going to go this year? So last year we got the puffer jacket with Kelsey all over it. What do we think? Are we going to get more like that? I would love to see it. Love you, ladies. Bye.
Thanks, Jen. Love you. I think that we'll definitely get some like awesome looks coming forward. Like I think that they're probably all planned out.
I mean,
like,
based off the
fantastic.
first one that she
sassy
pulled
ass
out,
look.
like she's it's only got to be bigger and better from here. I feel like
crushing it.
Obviously there's some game days where you're like, oh, it's gonna get cold, so like you
of
gotta
course, so
bundle
she's got to
up,
bundle
whatever.
up towards the end. Something interesting about Joseph Cassell.
Yeah, Joseph Cassell Falconer.
Which I can't believe. I got so many DMs, people being like, "This is the guy," and everybody sent me his thing. Something interesting that I never really thought about is he gives makeup and hair credits as well. So I followed him, and I followed the lady that does her makeup. And she
Lori Turk.
Lori Turk, yes, I followed her too. And she does the makeup for Eras Tour, it looks like. Like she's, she does all
she really does
makeup.
all. She does like Reese
And I've always
makeup.
wondered, and I think that that's another one where like we know that she like uses Pat McGrath makeup and stuff, and like we know bits and pieces, but I think that's just someone I didn't pay enough attention to, and I'm happy now that we know Joseph Cassell and what's her name, Lori Turk. And so
someone named Gemma Meridian did her hair
for the game.
Yeah.
So
for the game,
and we don't know I don't know how frequently because she doesn't have an Instagram or she's not tagged or something. So I don't know how frequently she does hair, but
she did her hair for the Eras Tour, it seems like.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Go girl.
Gemma Meridian. She has a TikTok.
She does.
An
Maybe she
Instagram,
just wasn't tagged in that one.
Yeah.
So I'll follow her too then.
But yeah, no, I want to see Taylor in a Travis Kelce jersey.
Absolutely.
Like styled, it's cool.
For sure. Yeah, styled, cool. Maybe with some jeans, big chunky belt, something
love,
like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe a jersey, maybe like literally one of his jerseys like belted as a dress.
Yeah,
hot,
exactly.
Cute,
Yeah,
like
I
just,
like that.
Little boot action.
Yeah, with like a chunky boot.
Big like black
cute.
thigh high heel.
Yeah,
Something.
love.
So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. And just more excuses for fashion. We love a fashion moment in any way, shape, or form. So we're excited. I know that we already recapped the VMAs, but old me is excited for her outfit.
Yeah.
I forgot to say it before. So hopefully I'm just as excited when I was just talking about it right before.
Old me is very excited to see what she pulls out.
Me too.
Hey, Gia. Hey, Kelly. Long-time listeners, second-time caller in. We just had the weekend of our lives.
Yeah,
we
did.
Literally started with Taylor at the game, then pictures of them after, then they jetted off to New York. I'm so full on the photos that I could hunger for more. You know what I could hunger for? One of them actually posting each other.
Oh my God, I
know.
Please.
I just want one photo from their vault. I love all of these photos. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving every angle, every single one. Beautiful, delicious. Thank you so much.
Yum.
Please,
Very filling.
one of them. I don't even care if it's from this weekend, an outfit we've already seen. I would just love to see their perspective of taking a picture together of what they would post. Second, I love that almost every photo you can see of them, Travis has lipstick all over his face.
Yep, that's the
Tell
best.
me your love language is physical touch without telling me your love language is physical touch.
So
I'm
he
so
has, like, the
happy
white
they
makeup
found
on his
each
nose.
other.
Always.
Yeah.
They seem like peas in a pod. Couldn't be happier. Just wanted to express my happiness with other people that love it as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah,
thanks for the call.
I think them at the U.S. Open was just like wow, they really like are in very much the honeymoon phase. Like they're just so
absolutely.
obsessed with each other. It's so cute.
Here is my question. I actually saw a comment that was saying that maybe we don't talk enough about how they're cute. Maybe you and I, how we used to like gush about it, and then someone was like, oh. And they're like, maybe you're over it. I was like, oh, no, we're not over it at all.
No.
It's just it's so normal now that we're like, oh, well, duh,
just kind of not much more to say.
Except for how cute it is.
It's so cute.
I will say that I'm glad that this question came up, and then we're talking about the U.S. Open. You just said the honeymoon phase thing because some people, haters, were like, they're all over each other. It's the U.S. Open, blah, blah, blah. I did not even think that once. Like, normally I'm not somebody who sees PDA and thinks it's, like, cute. Just by anybody. Yeah. But they are so like effortlessly in love and cute and fun and sweet and they're casual.
They're not like
obnoxious
fucking
at all.
Tongue make out, fucking humping, dry humping.
It was so
people
funny.
kiss all the time at the US Open. I saw this like picture compilation on Twitter.
Same.
Someone posted a picture of like Kendall Jenner, Bad Bunny kissing, Kylie and Timmy kissing, like some other couples kissing. Like, why is it always Taylor and Travis that get the shit? It's like every couple kisses at the U.S. Open. God forbid they share a few kisses, a few hugs.
Also, you have to remember, like the broadcast of the U.S. Open is not showing like the stands. Like it's all like paparazzi photos of people in the arena. So like all those photos we saw of them weren't like from TV or anything. It's just people watching them at all times. So it's like, what are you just gonna stand there and not talk to each other or something?
Yeah, no. I saw that discourse too of people being like they're like all over each other. It's like, well, yeah, because they're obsessed with each other and they're in love and they're so cute. Like I don't think Travis took his hands like off her from behind her like the entire time, and it's just so cute. And I do agree with what our friend here was saying about I would like to obviously who wouldn't want to see like just a little glimpse behind the scenes. She did post
like a selfie.
Yeah, she did post that one TikTok that one time.
True.
With like when she was like when you're partying with your parents and like Travis is in the video.
Yeah, that was really really
which
cute.
was really cute.
I forgot about that for a minute.
But yeah, no, we only got we got the when he came on stage, she posted some pictures of them
she had that in the grid.
But that's like a professional photo,
that's all she's posted so far.
I want to see those vlogs that she's taking.
Me too, so bad. Like, what is she making them for? So what I want to say about the PDA and people's response, I was just looking for it and I can't find it, but I know it was Vogue that posted. A girl at Vogue like wrote an article and she was like, maybe you just don't understand, or maybe you think it's weird because like you've never felt that way. Sorry.
Yeah, honestly though.
And she's right. Like anyone who is cynical, and myself included, like I have been cynical in my life when I'm feeling low and lonely and whatever, and I see people like loving and gushing in love and I roll my eyes and I'm like, get a fucking grip, whatever. But then I've also been like so in love that I'm making out in the street. So it's like, you just have to, when you're in it, you're in it.
You can't help it.
We need to
and like
to
they only get so much time together.
We need positivity.
Yeah, I know. Like, why would you not want to see two people just in love, loving each other?
It's just sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
So we love to see it. Okay, let's jump into DMs.
Slide.
What the hell did I read here? Okay. Here we go. Hi, Kelly and Gia. I don't know if you have looked into those who are making the viral hate posts about Taylor, like her being a Trumpy due to her association with the Mahomes. The majority of these accounts are gaylers. Even the person who wrote the Variety article is one.
Yep.
They are now using this to fuel how much they hate that she's not someone they can manipulate. Her moves and actions, and most importantly, she's not gay. Posting how trashy Taylor and alcoholic Taylor is now that she's with Travis. Also, that viral post about Joe Alwyn is supposed a political activist.
Oh, God.
In that he is the reason that Taylor and her friend group were vocal about their support to the Democratic Party in the past. Insane to imagine Joe Alwyn influencing Jack Antonoff.
Yeah, yeah, like not a fucking chance. British Joe Alwyn, by the way, not involved in American politics,
right?
But okay, yeah.
I wish there was something to run them off the internet because these news outlets love to clip their posts and make headlines out of it. This is how useless Twitter drama discourse escalates to different platforms. And you know what? It's 1,000% facts.
It's 1,000% facts, Gia, and I am so thankful to this person for writing in because I totally forgot that the author of that Variety article that we were shitting on the other day, right? We were Yeah. Or did that happen after we
No,
recorded?
that happened after we recorded.
That's right. So, okay. So
the Variety article he's talking about.
Yes, is what we were talking about earlier when we were saying like major news outlets like stan Twitter and are now posting about it. And one of those outlets, the one that sent me over the edge personally, was Variety.
Yeah.
And a previously trusted source, an outlet I've respected for years and years, something I really enjoy reading for the most part, put out an article being like, the headline was something like, Taylor better, basically the fate of the world depends on Taylor endorsing Kamala, and it's real loud that she's not. Like, it was something so dumb. Here, wait, let me look at my tweets.
Oh yeah. It says,
oh, you got it. Okay.
If the title is, if Taylor Swift doesn't endorse Kamala Harris, she'd be entering a new era. And then one of the quotes is, given how much mileage Taylor Swift got in the past out of her decision to speak out on politics, the idea that she will remain silent would seem to make her past speaking out at a more convenient moment appear cynical. It'd be regrettable in her engagement with the world of politics were just another one of her eras, and one from which she were willing to move on from.
Boo, tomato. Like,
up.
what a motherfucker. So that pissed me off so much, seeing it come from Variety. That I forgot. Yeah, I wrote that big ass blog being like, you shouldn't be voting based on what celebrities say.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like you have to make your own choices. Everything that we've talked about already.
Yeah.
Like, I basically what we were saying on Tuesday, I put in a blog, and it was because of this post pissed me off so bad. And turns out the author of that post is a gayler.
Gaylers are ruining this country.
And for those who don't know, like, a gayler, it's a person who thinks Taylor Swift is gay and thinks that like everything
she's been hiding it.
She's been hiding it, and it's all an elaborate ruse.
Yeah.
And like, she's faking, and they attack her, being like, she's unhappy and it's fucked up, and she's it's
crazy,
psychotic behavior.
Hoops they'll jump through in order to justify
disgusting.
it, like in their own way. Like, say
It's
she like
so
goes out to dinner
disgusting.
with Travis, like, oh my god, like Travis didn't hold her hand for 0.5 seconds. That's because he's a beard. And that's because Karlie Kloss was there 10 minutes before, but you couldn't see because she was in the background behind a brick. And they met in the bathroom and they talked for 10 seconds and they kissed on the lips, but you can't tell because there's a blurry photo from 10 feet away.
Yep.
That someone has their finger over the camera. I swear to God, I saw it.
It's no, Gia, that's exactly what the tweets are like. It's exactly
crazy.
It's like,
and then
wow,
they make her the bad guy.
Living in shame. It must be so hard for Taylor Swift to live in shame. It makes no fucking sense. So then what's happened is now that she is so like, public PDA with Travis, the way that she traditionally has always been with most of her boyfriends except for Joe, they're like furious that there's all this irrefutable proof, quote unquote, that she's not gay, and they like cook up these lies and excuses and things to kind of throw back at her. And this guy is what's his name, like Daniel something. Actually, I want to find his name. Because I don't like him, and we don't trust him. The author of that thing. Let me look at my.
Let me see if I can.
I'll find it in my thing. Here. I'll click the article.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, give him a fucking click.
I keep closing my laptop on my.
I've done that before. The worst feeling. Daniel Daddario. D''A''Addario.
Any relation to?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I doubt it. To Alexandra, the hottie hot.
Big booby.
Big booby. Dumb as fuck. I can't believe that Variety wrote it. And then there was another person. Again, we can't believe how these, like, who are these lunatics posting this bullshit? But there's another person at Variety who wrote like a different article that was like, wait, we have so many like politics memes going back and forth right now.
He was kind of just like backtracking on that article, being like,
right.
Like
this one is, of course, Taylor Swift is going to endorse Kamala Harris, and she can hug whoever she damn wants. Which at first it's like, okay, maybe I understand what you're saying. Chris Willman is the author of this, but then Chris Willman like kind of starts off seeming like on our page and kind of what's going on right now, but then launches into but she should speak out because blah 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 blah, and it's just kind of, it rubs me the wrong way. Like, I just think that people are entitled to their opinions and everybody can say what they want to do, but I think those two articles back to back just put a lot of unnecessary pressure on the situation and also spread this like misinformation around again.
Yeah, and
like, that's the problem I have with it, is the spreading of misinformation.
I get it's my opinion. I want to share it. But like, why do these news outlets let these people write opinion pieces? Like,
that's what
you're the
I
news.
know.
Like, who cares about
news?
Chris's opinion? Like, I don't give a fuck.
It's not obvious it's an opinion piece until you're like at the bottom and it says it's an opinion piece. Like, it just looks like a factual article
just
Variety.
don't get why there's
dumb.
no one being like, hey, like maybe we shouldn't let all these fucking randos be
I know.
posting opinion pieces. Like
The New York Times
go
is the same
on
thing.
your own blog. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
the New York Times, like the Variety. Like I feel like I don't know. I'm just watching.
You're too big.
I feel like a lot of these news outlets do these opinion pieces, and it just fucks them over.
It perpetuates the bullshit.
Yeah,
and
because it's
hurtful.
clearly they're always clearly opinionated, and it's like that's not the point of the news. The news is supposed to just tell you what the tea is.
The news is supposed to give you facts, and facts is something that's been lost, a long time ago, a long time far away, and that's unfortunate. And now, so sorry, Variety, you're dead to me now. That Daniel Daddario, you're dead to me as well, and you're get in the ground. But yeah, so I think that the discourse around that, the gaylers, like, just don't get sucked up in that bullshit. Don't believe those things. Like, it's just use your judgment as a person. We're talking about politics, whatever, do your own research, blah, blah, blah. But also just like think critically. Like, I guess I'm just so worried that people aren't thinking critically anymore. When you read something online, Twitter specifically, especially, and it sounds fucking insane to you, you can think it's fucking insane. You don't have to then change your thing and be like, oh, people are saying it on Twitter, so it must be true. Not the case at all. Literally, I can make 18 Twitter accounts right now and talk to each other and make a fake thread and make everybody think that something is fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it's just, it's so nuts. So just think
I feel
critically.
Like we've said this like last week, like the media literacy is at an all-time low.
All-time
low.
It's
so open the schools, for God's sake.
Open the schools, open your eyes.
Yeah, open your eyes.
Open your brains, open your hearts, and understand what the fuck is going on.
Open your arms and
hug whoever you want.
Your friend.
Hug a Republican. Make them feel better.
Yeah, everyone go out today and go hug a Republican.
Go hug a Republican.
Say
bad for them.
I don't get you.
Yeah.
But good luck.
We might be across the aisle, but it's a small aisle.
But hey, give me a hug.
I'm sure we find some common ground, okay? Let's
hug it out.
We all hate taxes, man.
Yeah,
we all hate taxes. I quickly want to say the Republican thing. Literally one day after Taylor was getting all that shit, the Chaperone Rolling Stone article came out, and she's obviously from the Midwest, and she says that like a lot of her family and friends at home are Republicans, and that she still loves them just the same. And
Taylor,
it's like,
she can't get away with anything.
Can't get away with anything.
Chaperone. I really love Chaperone.
I love her. I love.
It just really seems like
she's so honest. She doesn't give a fuck.
She's really honest. She doesn't give a fuck, which I appreciate.
Trying.
She's like a little. I'm like, oh, but yeah, like
she's blunt.
She can
she's
have
a blunt
family
person.
members and friends that are Republicans, but Taylor can't.
Yeah,
it's always a double standard for Taylor, no matter what it is, whether it's politics, social issues, whether it's her tour, whether it's her music. It's always Taylor's fault.
Everyone just tries to bring a bitch down. And I read another tweet that said like, because she's never done anything actually problematic, all people do all day long is try to make up excuses.
Yeah,
Want her to do it. They want
that's so true.
They don't want to believe that she is a genuine, kind, normal, thoughtful, smart person.
Yeah.
Like people don't want to accept that someone like that exists in this world because everyone wants to project their own faults onto celebrities and to everyone around them. And so just take that in your brain, put it in your pocket, in your hat, behind your ear, feather in your cap. That was what I was looking for, and just move forward and know that not everything is as it seems all the time.
Everything is not what it seems, and you can get what you want in your wildest dreams,
and not run into trouble when you go to extremes, because
everything is not what it seems.
Oh, I'm glad that we sang that, because a quick shout out to Selena Gomez, who I know that I personally have talked major shit about Selena multiple times. I think that she is in a spot right now where she's hanging out with well-respected actors and actresses. She's coming into her own. She's at like the TIFF Film Festival, and she's having a movie coming out.
Amelia Perez.
Yeah. It already has like Oscar buzz, Emmy buzz, whatever. I don't know if it's a series or a movie, I forget. But she has been giving interviews on the carpet and stuff, and she has like a new demeanor about her that's a little more serious and thoughtful, and clearly she's like taking cues from these like established, respected, hardworking people.
Seems like she's on social media less,
which is so good for her. I think.
Totally.
I think that's great.
Yeah,
for
I mean
her.
that in the most serious way ever.
Dead
because
serious.
I feel like that was really bad for her.
It was the only thing that she would act kind of crazy, and it was like, Selena, you're Selena fucking Gomez.
Yeah,
like, you don't have to worry about this shit. But huge shouts to her for I watched one of her interviews about how she went to go do the movie or the show. I think it's a movie.
It's a movie,
and it's in Spanish. A lot of it's in Spanish, and she has growing up in America, even though coming from a Latin family, she didn't know Spanish as well as everyone else. And so it was kind of a struggle for her to like, you know, get to know it. And it was something that she wanted to overcome and everything. And I'm just proud of her.
Yeah.
Proud of her for, you know, going out on a limb and being really honest and about herself and her challenges and
it
working
seems
hard.
like she's doing good, and I'm happy.
And she seems confident.
She did an interview and she said that she's not able to have kids on her own.
Yeah, that was part of it. There's a bunch of things. Yeah, that got lost in the sauce here. Not allowed to carry children of her own. And which is, you know, it's very sad. And she said that's something that she's had to grieve.
Yeah.
And also she said that they were asking her about Taylor, you know, always everybody asks everybody about Taylor, but she said specifically, you know, as always, Taylor's like a big sister, call her whenever I want, you know, friends, whatever. But when they talk, they mostly catch up like besties and they ask about like, you know, Vanderpump Rules and, you know, all kinds of bullshit. So happy to hear.
For her.
Yeah, happy for her. Happy to hear that
she's
doing her thing and she feels confident and she's doing well.
Yeah.
And we love to see that.
Yeah,
So,
agreed.
shouts to her.
Shout out.
All right. I think that's what an episode. What a day. Hopefully you guys feel fed by us in the same way that Taylor's been feeding you.
Taylor swept the boards with all the VMAs.
Let's hope.
And hopefully our crowns will be placed on our heads and we don't get abdicated from the throne.
Yeah, we do not want an abdication whatsoever.
Yep.
We want to keep reigning over the land that is Barstool Sports.
Yep.
So far, we're the best bettors in the building. By far.
Yeah.
So perfect. We will see you guys next week.
Love you guys.
Love you.